Me.
Absolutely, dear. Okay, so I just gotta do a quick test here, make sure YouTube is receiving the signal from OBS okay. Yes, has to do that. Okay, alright, it's receiving a signal. That looks good. Why is the quality so low? Let me just adjust that quick.
Of course.
Boop.
I will shovel more mouthfuls of food into my face.
And I hope lots of bottles of water ready.
Yes, so many.
Oh boy, okay, there we go. Okay, that's good. Okay. Alright, just so no one catches any behind the scenes, I'm just gonna mute the audio quick. Testing, testing, 1, 2, free. Can we be heard, everybody?
Hello, world.
Oh, wow, we got a lot of people here already. Hello, everybody.
Welcome to my birthday AMA. Hello, darlings. This is Demi, or Bordeaux Black. I had this whole thing ready, and then you just hit went, and I went, okay, we're doing it. Hello, my loves. We already have a whole bunch of happy birthday. Oh, thank you, Oliver. Thank you, Mithrandir, the chronicler. Hello, Thoth. Shout out to Thoth. Oh, I have things to say about that guy in the most positive of senses after we kind of get some things going and explain what we're doing here today. Joe the Lizard, Alexei. Oh my God, so many happy birthdays. Thank you, thank you. Yay, we can be heard. Fantastic. So, I am sure none of you are strangers to the Reddit AMA format. However, we're going to be, doing the YouTube twist on it. You can do the super chats. However, we vastly prefer, because YouTube is a money stealer, that you send your questions to me via Coffee. God damn it! It is coffee. Coffee. He has me pronouncing it Ko-Fi, and it's not coffee. If you send a tip to me via Coffee, your questions will be prioritized over the super chat. We will also definitely get to super chat questions, and we will try to get to just generic questions as well. But please remember, the chat flies by so quickly. So if you don't get your question answered, just repeat it. Maybe we'll get to you. Fingers crossed. But if you want the 100% guarantee that your question will get answered in some way, shape, or form, GT, if you drop the coffee link for me, please.
I have, dear. I have link to the coffee. There, I see. link to the coffee is also in the description of the live stream. So just underneath like the title and everything, you guys will see the link to the coffee in the description. And I'm going to regularly post the link in the chat. Here, I'm going to do it again. Boom. Be sure to click the link and tip our wonderful, wonderful mistress on her very, very happy birthday.
And I have my phone open, so I will be seeing those as they come in and look at your question directly, right? It's right under my nose. And yes, Baron, I did open this stream with "Hello World." Someone should be soundbiting this shit.
Oh, the whole stream's getting saved as a VOD. People will be able to relive this experience till the end of time.
Fantastic. Oh, hello, Norsk. There are some excellent people here.
Yeah.
And before I go on, and before we even get started, there's two other things. First thing, to the gentlemen and ladies who are responsible for already filling the coffee goal, I swear to God, I love you people so fucking much. I have been on and off happy crying over the last 3-4 days. It's been such an incredible ride. There's been an outpouring of amazing fan art and loving messages, and I adore every single one of them. I'm trying to get back to every single one of them. I have not succeeded, but I am trying. Mostly because I put in a 3-day work day, 10 hours a day, starting on Sunday, so that I could guarantee my birthday vacation that starts tomorrow. So this is my very last bit of me at the office related thing I do before I fuck off for a week. So thank you to the people who already filled that up. You guys are mad and I adore you to fucking pieces. Mwah. Now let's see, who else we got in here?
Well, speaking of someone who adores you to pieces, I see a certain sleepy siren in the chat.
Oh, hello, Siren. Yay, it is my birthday. You are going to get so many gorgeous photos of the mountain that I'm going to topple. Everyone, fear not. I will be socially distanced and safe. There's not going to be anyone on that goddamn mountain, but I'm going somewhere well-renowned for its staggering beauty and its snowy mountain peaks and climbing to the top of it for my birthday. So I will send her some amazing photos that day. And if I see goats, I have told Pix that I am going to message her all caps goat and let her know that I am thinking of her.
Oh, God bless Pixie and her love of goats.
She's not the only one. Because I am born today, I am born under the sign of Aries, which means I am the ram, and I do a lot of hiking and mountain climbing. And I love baby goats so fucking much.
Does that also mean you're pretty horny, BB?
You can certainly grab me by the horns and find out. There's Phoenix. Hello, Phoenix. Mr. Demo, there's here. Oh, good Lord. Moonlight, hello. Baron's here. Oh, there's Siren again. Pop by to say salutations. Happy. Thank you, Siren. My darling lady. Ooh, apparently I'm getting a gift from her later.
Oh, you're getting a ton of gifts later, love.
Yee, I'm so excited. Yes, I am still surfing the chaos of this week. I'm surviving it, but honestly, it's extremely happy chaos. I'm already answering questions. All right. The other thing that I wanted to say to all of the folks who are new here and all of the folks who have showed up for Subverse in specific, on my Patreon, I have released a limited run of fully 8.5 by 11 glossy print autographs. There are 10 of them exactly. I will not be doing any more for a while. So if you want my John Hancock all over Demi's face, skip over to my Patreon. I will provide you the link here, GT, in just a second. But that is a limited run item that you can get your hands on.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure everyone wants their hands on that, for sure. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And there is the link to UGT. Or you can just drop it in the chat.
We'll post in chat. Here you go, everybody. Become a patron of our lovely Mistress BB today. It's worth every penny.
Oh, holy shit, it's Baku! What the fuck is up, my punk sister? Just shouting out the people who show up. It so means to me the world that all of these fantastic voice actors and sound editors and various industry folks are showing up for me. So yay, yay. I'm flashing my tits at you from across the internet. I have no proof of this, but I'm doing it, I swear.
Hey, I trust you.
Yes, I have my water here. I have my bubbles here. All of the announcements are out of the way. Oh, happy birthday to your mother, Baku. Tell mommy Baku that she birthed a fantastic individual. And there is another famous YouTuber, Hihasuke, who I will eventually be doing an interview fireside chat with. We'll figure it out when I come back. Good to see you. More Subverse coverage. Kyleth, oh, fantastic. Thank you for showing up, baby. Mwah.
I also...
hold on. I guess, am I Baku's mommy? Is that the rumor that we're spreading?
Oh!
I may not be her mother, but I'll definitely be her mommy. I want you to know, anytime I see Demi as best girl, Demi as waifu, my face is hurting from smile so much. Oh my god! It's singing Samine. Hello, Chibi Mom. Chibi Mom is here. That would be singing Samine, or Samantha Flowers, the voice of Sova in our short stack supremacy in Subverse. And I want you to know that I resisted calling you singing salmon right off the bat.
Oh my goodness!
And there's our first super chat. I suppose that's a good sign that we should get the AMA going. It's just happy birthday. Oh, thank you. Confused. You and the rest of the folks. Applause to all of the mods on the Studio Faux Discord. Did you know that the Studio Faux Discord the other day capped its availability of people in it? I have no idea if they solved that problem yet, but they have more people than they can actually Discord allows them to have. So, grats to them for that.
Yeah, it's almost like the game is popular. Wow.
Grats / my condolences. Bordeaux Black saying my name correctly is better than death. Love you, Chibi Mom. Sorry. Oh, yeah. All right, so...
BB, darling, I'm sorry to interrupt. Yeah. I know we really want to get to the AMAs, but I have someone who really has something to say to you, if that's okay.
Oh, no. Of course, but oh, no.
Will just be a second. Hey, if you're listening, it's time.
Oh no. Oh no. What is happening? Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. I hear Studio Post Discord is still capped. I will talk to you while GT figures out what's going on with our anonymous guest of birthdayness.
Oh, just someone who wants to say a little something. There she is.
Hello.
Oh, hi, baby. It is my Succubi 69.
It was so hard to not type in the chat to surprise you that I was here, but hello, happy birthday, oh my god.
I'm also now flashing my tits at you, my love.
Aww, I wasn't wearing a shirt to begin with, but let's say it was on purpose.
Yay. Or even easier, I can send you photographic evidence of that over Discord.
There we go. Then I can tell the chat that it's real.
You're actually going to get a photo of my birthday booty. I took the birthday booty selfie, which is my obligatory. So Succubi gets the exclusives. And...
I'm really glad I'm not the only one that does that on their birthday. Okay, you made me feel so much more confident. But oh my god, happy birthday. It's only been, I feel like, a short year since I've known you, but like, oh my god, what a year it's been.
Time super fucking flew, and that is bizarre for the rest of the world. For the rest of the world, shit was grueling and awful, and I have nothing but intense love and sympathy for everyone who's just had this year be so long. But for me, it went by like that. It was so fast.
Yeah, it's so weird. I guess because I was already sort of doing things voice acting wise inside. Like, yeah, this year was fucking awful, but it wasn't as awful as it could have been, I guess, especially with you here.
I want you all to know, before this started, I literally went out and bought some electrolyte water because I know I am going to cry at some point. Very happily cry, I promise. Only.
Oh my God,
happy with all
ass.
of this.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And now she has receded butt. Yes, I have interaction. You joined at the perfect time for me to send butt photos to Succubi. So there you go.
Yeah, now I'm gonna cry, but more of like the magnificence of just ass in my face. Oh, girl.
Mm-hmm. That is a muscle booty. That is nice round juice.
But yeah, I don't want to take up too much time for the AMA. It's just been a wonderful, well, I mean, it's been a shitty year, but with you, it's been wonderful. Like the collab we did at Christmas, just the late night talks. It's just, you've been such a great friend, and you know, you're so talented. Your work in Subverse and so many things. It just like, it inspires me to be better. And God, girl, you got it going on. Thank you for being in my life, I guess.
S69, I'm having the hardest time not using your name because we're actually, the internet. We're actually friends. We know each other. I love you to bits. Thank you.
Yes, I'll let you get back to the chat now. Happy birthday, I would sing, but I don't want to subject everyone to that, so.
Oh, come on. You're a great singer, Succubi.
I have an idea. I have a request.
Oh, boy.
Why don't you start us off with our first question?
Ooh, okay. Can I ask 2 questions?
Depends on the questions. We definitely have a lot of
people.
All
right, first off.
Yes.
Because I know that there's a lot of like professional actors that have this sort of restriction. So I was wondering, under contract with like Studio 4 or whatever, can you not use the Demi voice? Studio 4. Can you not use the Demi voice, or are you allowed to sort of use that in sort of personal commissions or even like right now?
That is a very interesting question. So I actually talked to DC about someone has already approached me to do Demi porn of Demi, which is kind of meta. I think I'm going to be selective about what things I pick up and ask them to do, because I want to represent my beloved. I mean, there's so many aspects of me in Demi, so I want to keep her honest to the character. But
of course,
as far as I can, I mean, they don't legally own my voice. They own the character, and they certainly own the custom sound filter that is applied to her specifically. I can kind of emulate that with the sound tech that I have available, but it is not exact. However, it gets pretty close because, you know, it's still me. So
that's very cool.
Thank you. So the answer is yes, I can with asterisks. If you are someone who is looking to commission, if it is a private commission, absolutely, no problem. You can have Demi whispering in your ear all day. But if it's a animated work, that is case by case. So there you
Lovely.
go.
I think that's a great answer. I'm really happy that they give you that sort of freedom, that you're taking that freedom and trying to be true to the character.
Yeah, the first porn I was approached to do, hats off to Kamina Kare, by the way. I'm in the works for doing that, which is kind of a blast to be already seeing that sort of stuff come in. Did you see the body painter? Oh my God, she was incredible.
Oh my God, I did.
My first cosplayer was a body painter, which is some kind of nerdy chivo. But I'm like jumping off the top.
It's body painters I have like Oh yeah, okay. Oh God, what was my second question? I forgot. Wait. So I guess in terms of like the recording process and the back and forth, I know this year was kind of harsh, but I guess how would you compare your experience with Studio Faux and sort of voicing Demi in the back and forth process to like maybe some other professional works you've had, in terms of like the creative freedom that you brought to Demi or to the script, and in sort of like I guess
is a great
like
question.
the back and forth. Yes.
That is a
Thank you.
fantastic question. And the answer is they were pretty much identical to any live studio recording experience. A lot of voice actors who do video game work and even anime work, especially during COVID, but even before then, will do remote recordings. We'll work from our home studios. So it relies a lot on going back to a major resource to hear other people's playbacks. But as far as that goes, they were fantastic. I mean, not only were they fantastically professional, but it was very much the identical kind of thing. You read, there will be at least some reads of the script. You are encouraged to ad lib after you've already done a couple of reads of what's already there. Was pretty standard fare, and I really, really, really loved that. All of the porn got shot at the end. All of the actual core script, because that's what they're working primarily during dropping that into the game. That all got shot first, and as a result, it's very much the go listen to the person who just talked and then record some takes, and it's a very traditional sort of recording process, which I liked.
It's very
I love
awesome to
doing
hear
acting
that they
jobs.
sort of. Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
I
that's
love
really
moaning into
cool.
a mic for money, but I honestly love what I do. But acting is kind of where my happy sweet spot is. So it was really, really great to just have pages and pages and pages of real script. And it was great that way.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. Yeah, and even like I even felt with a lot of the porn scenes, the acting was even there because you could definitely tell there was like an intensity change and a definite reaction to exactly what was happening. Like, never mind, I don't want to spoil anything, but yeah, just like depending on like the big things or a small thing that may have been happening, even like the NSFW stuff was like, beautifully acted.
Grazie. And singing salmon reminds us that the body painter is intravenous. Intravenous. Yeah, I don't think that link is allowed because YouTube, but they are reposted on my Twitter, just a couple of fan arts down. Go check them out. Now, we have already started getting different questions, so Succubi, thank you so much for this little sweet guest spot. I love you.
Yes, thank you for having me, and I'll be in the chat, and we'll enjoy the rest of this stream. So have a good one, guys. Happy birthday, BB!
Thank you. Oh my god, I'm watching the Ko-Fi for various questions, and I'm quickly seeing that the autographed signatures of Demi are starting to go. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, there's already 4 of them gone. So you want some it's fully Studio Faux sanctioned art. But it's my licensed product. So I was about to say it's official Studio Faux, but it's not. It's Bordeaux Black official.
The best kind of official.
All right, so shall we do the thing?
Yes, we shall. We have a $10 super chat from Caltarian who writes, "Hey, Mommy Demi, kiss, marry, kill, Blythe, Colision, or Celestina?"
Oh, that's such a good question, but also I hate you. Okay, let me pull. It's on. I guess I can't pull that up. I'll just trust you. All right. Is it kiss, marry, kill?
Yes.
Oh, I just fuck marry, kill is the one I know. So it's Blythe, Celestina, and
Killy. Yes.
Well, as much as I have incredible love for Sarita Bell or Sariel, I'm definitely gonna have to kill Celestina because she's spreading her heresy across the universe. How dare she? Your puritanical ways. I mean, honestly, really, the one you really want to kill / adore is Casadora, who is voiced by Sue, and that she is the perfect villain because she is just delivers this Oscar-worthy performance, and you hate her so much for what she's saying. So it's Celestina / Casadora. That's my kill. And kiss and marry. Between Killy and
Blythe.
what was the other one? Blythe. Oh fuck. Kiss and marry. This is actually legitimately hard. I think I'm going to go with kiss Killy because if Bordeaux Black were fortunate enough to get her hands on the red-skinned Venerian Queen Viraz Khaleesian, then as voiced by the incredible Silky Milk, I think she'd want to hit it and quit it. Not me. I'd want to keep it, but knowing Tilly, she would enjoy and destroy. So, which means I get to marry Blythe, which would set me happiness for life. I want you to know. I wonder if Blythe guy is here. Yep. Wait, no, that's just somebody who said Blythe. There is this gentleman who will forever in any stream that he thinks Gina Galore, who is amazing, and I love her to fucking pieces. Another friend of mine shows up. He will always just say Blythe, and I'm pretty sure the ongoing reference. If I ever need to find Subverse fans at a convention, I'm just gonna yell Blythe and see how many people yell Blythe back. You heard it here, folks. That is how, well, I mean, I'll do that at Dragon Con. You won't fucking find me because it's not teams of people, and that's okay. You don't have to censor that out. The internet already knows that Demi is an avid Dragon Con goer, but the ability to find me there, yeah, good fucking luck. In 82,000. But that's how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna shout Blythe as top of my lungs and see who fucking echoes it back. All right, what's our next question?
Well, not so much a question, but a $20 super chat from Celadus91, who writes, "Happy birthday, BB. I don't know how you made Demi sound so damn sexy, yet so damn adorable at the same time, but I love it."
Oh, thank you. The answer to that is I put parts of myself in her. Believe it or not, the internet's Dommy Mommy Bordeaux Black still can be made to blush. So I just channeled my extremely excited and a little, this. I'm tapping my fingers together. You can't see it. But thank you. I really sincerely appreciate it. Darling.
Oh, for those asking in the chat, if you want to ask our lovely mistress BB questions directly, you could always donate on her Ko-Fi. They'll be prioritized.
I'm checking the Ko-Fi right now. I think I've gotten a couple of donations that are just donations, which are very sweet, and I love them. A Baron is owed a question. If we see a question pop up in the live stream, he's enjoying the stream currently, so which means he can't think. Oh, hello, Max's Dark Room. I'm seeing all sorts of amazing industry folks and fan artists. Yes, McSmooth, conventions. When they can be a thing again, we're all going to just be one happy cuddle puddle and probably hug. There's just going to be hug panels.
Ooh, cuddle puddle. You should trademark that.
Cuddle puddle is not a term I invented. But it's definitely a good one. Oh, I see something from Mick Norris. Here we are. You were talking about ad-lib at the time. What is your favorite ad-lib line that made it, or maybe didn't, into the game? Oh, that's a great one. My absolute favorite, I think some people have probably heard before, so I'll at least give two answers to this one. One for the actual favorite and one for the people who've heard this answer before. But my absolute favorite ad-lib is a line that would be towards the end of the game, perhaps. I hear tell that Singing Simone is going to do what she can to get it into maybe Dojin somewhere. I'm not entirely sure. But if it doesn't make it to any form of the game, I absolutely will request of DC allowance that I can post it somewhere. But the line itself is Demi speaking to all of the ladies who have come on board. That's part of the reason why it's not out yet, because spoilers. But she is speaking to all of the ladies on board, talking to specifically why she is so happy that they have joined the Mary Celeste and how important they are to her in terms that she feels the character will best absorb that appreciation. So being that she has the adaptive language learning filter, she learns to be more integrated over time. So my favorite line is her just going down the line and talking to Killy and Lily and Fortune and redacted. That would be my actual favorite line, because it was like a good paragraph of me monologuing in character. But that's the answer folks have heard before. My favorite ad-lib after that probably has to be one that's currently in the game. Oh, I was saying this to, oh fuck. Right. When Half Pint was streaming, and when I said there's absolutely no possible way to fuck this up. There you go. There was my probably current favorite ad-lib.
I'm not gonna lie, when I was playing the game, I was dying of laughter at the time when I heard that line. It took me a good 2 minutes to compose myself.
Aw, thank you.
It was just so funny. I didn't expect it.
I honestly love, you can't, as much as I dig this story, it's very much a Borderlands-y kind of story where we have a lot of serious, honest, cool shit going on, but every once in a while we're just very fourth wall humor, and I love it. I love that irreverence to it. So, thank you, McNorse. Fantastic question. And let me also say, hire that wonderful, wonderful, gorgeous, steamy, dark, rich baritone. Love his voice to absolute pieces. Singing Samine lets us know that there are so many ad-libs. I mean, we've only seen to chapter 6, and there is to 22, so there is so much more to come in Subverse. And it will honestly be a surprise to me. I'll get to see what ad-libs they chose to use, and I'm sure I'll be sitting and squealing and crying along with it. And oh, hello, Half Pint. Welcome to the stream. Of course, when you came here, it was just for the right timing for me to talk about your fuck-ups. Sorry, baby. I was talking about my ad-lib of impossible to fuck this up, and then you fucked it up. not bad.
Half Pint.
But I'm really...
I'm
completely thrilled. No, I'm completely thrilled to see more YouTube personalities here. We got Half Pint. We had
Hisasuke.
Hisasuke. Thank you. I'm going to bungle this. Mwah.
If you're not subscribed to Half Pint already, you really should. Click his name in the chat and subscribe to him.
Aren't you guys rivals? I mean, friendly rivals.
I don't know what he's talking about. Like, I watched the stream, and I don't know why he thinks that. I didn't mean to come off as hostile. If I came off as hostile some way,
No. I was talking about a playful rivalry, you know.
Oh, no.
Because you both are doing the Subverse content. Not a sincere rivalry at all. No,
of course.
You're good. Eternal rivals forever. BBC show off. Half Pint versus Gamertron. Oh, that's right. I completely forgot. Here's another little tidbit for Subverse fans. Singing Simone reminds me that she says, I was so caught off guard when you added the I am wet to the impressive bounty hunting work captain. That was another of my my fun little ad-libby bits that they included in the game. Yay! Right after you come back from the tutorial, the captain is successful, obviously, otherwise you wouldn't get to the scene. She is congratulating you for a successful run, and she is very excited about it. And Gamertron goes silent.
Sorry. Just
okay.
Managing all the things. My mistake. Sorry.
Competitors. There you go. Hello, James Dean. All right, so I'm now going back to the Ko-Fi because I believe there are more Ko-Fi questions. Let's see here. Click to see my Ko-Fi. If you are in the chat and message is private. Apparently, I cannot open that.
Oh.
If you are donating to me via Ko-Fi and I have not read your question yet, please feel free to drop it in the chat itself and just add Ko-Fi in front of it. I want to make sure that all of my Ko-Fi questions get answered. Okay, so here's one from Keltarian. Was there ever a line that was hard to stay in character? Shit. Yes. Absolutely fucking yes. I can't give away spoilers, but closer to the end of the game, there is one particular line that was so comedically cheesy and a reference that I could not help but spin off into a whole series of other references. Those I can definitely talk about. As we know, Studio Fo likes to pepper its game with various cute little Easter eggs. I'm sure we've all found Elon Musk at this point. But there's a reference that they make that was hilarious, so I just went off making a whole stream of sci-fi movie ad-libs. I have no idea which ones they're going to use, but when I came back to do the line, I couldn't stop from doing it. I couldn't stop myself from making a Matrix reference. I have like 7 takes of that line, finishing the sentence with a Matrix reference, and that is not the line. So I just couldn't. Yep, that was the line that I could not stay in character. I kept slipping into fucking Neo. All right, Vincent Valen says, Ko-Fi sent one, but I don't think it's shown because I don't have an account, so it's a direct here message just in case. What's the question, Vincent? Nick! Now there's someone I haven't seen in a while. Hello, darling. Good to hear from you. He rises from his socially dead grave to give me congratulations. Oh, thank you. Live long, prosperous, and of course, horn asterisk. Yep, the horn for eternal. GT, I will let you scan for some of those questions while I look at the Ko-Fi messages. That was the one that I already got.
Absolutely, dear. And remember, if you want to give BB, our beloved mistress, a wonderful birthday present, you can send it here at this Ko-Fi link that I just posted.
And these questions will be prioritized. All of the Ko-Fi questions and all the Super Chat questions will be answered. I will do my best to get to the just regular questions as well, but we definitely want to prioritize folks who are helping me climb a goddamn mountain. All right, here we go. This is a shout out to K-Arc. Can't believe that Ryan introduced me to you and to all of the Not Safe for Work VA community a year ago. Yeah, it's been a whole damn year. Your interview sucked me into a rabbit hole. For a second there, I just read your interview sucked. I'm like, what? No. Interview sucked me into the rabbit hole, and maybe pay close attention to Ryan, maybe discover so many new pals. That's fantastic. Thank you. I very much appreciate these. A lot of these Ko-Fi donations are just, I did it again. It's coffee. Fuck. The running gag forever. When I hand this over to Firewave to turn into something ridiculous, I want him to give me just like a little counter of every time I mispronounce it. Ko-Fi, the way that GT pronounces it. It is coffee. Coffee.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I just did it for months and no one corrected me, and now it's just segmented in my brain.
That is not even a little bit true, GT. I've corrected you so many times. That it's integrated into the way that it speaks. And I think he just wants more excuses for me to spank him.
I plead the fifth.
Oh my god. Yes, if you have sent your questions via Ko-Fi, please send them to the actual chat because I am now inundated with Ko-Fi questions. Oh, these are so fantastic. A lot of these are just well-wishings. Thank you. So I'm doing my best to scroll through, find ones that are questiony.
Well, I have a question here in the YouTube chat if you'd like to hear, dear.
Go for it.
Lodestar81 asks, I understand if you can't answer this, but will we learn how the captain first met Demi?
We? Can I? Let's see. You know what? We've got Singing Simon. Can I tell them that? This is going to be my answer. I think she's probably tabbed off because she is currently still doing a whole lot of back end with Studio Fo. Either that or she is furiously typing to DC. Can she ask it? The question is, will we find out how... Wait, hold on. We already know how the captain and Demi met. It's right there in the first chapter? Is it not? Was the question not... Oh, it's will we see when they actually did it rather than just talking about it? My answer to that will be, if you are here for Demi content and finding out more about her backstory, oh, trust me, the game will deliver on all of those questions. We definitely delve pretty significantly into her background and into her character. So she will not be just something that we're teased and don't find out about. She's a very cool piece of the universe, and we definitely find out more things.
And perfect timing, perfect answer, because Sam just got back and said it counted as a spoiler.
Yeah, so I can't speak to exactly what and how. Just that you will learn more things about her character.
We also have a $10 super chat from Half Pint, who writes, "Oof, I dropped this. Could you pick it up for me, Ryan? Also, happy birthday, BB."
I'm choking on my water.
Oh
no! And then she died.
No!
But I'm fairly certain I can get away with that answer. If that needs to be censored out of the actual video, Savine, we can do that. But I'm pretty sure just we learn more about Demi will probably be pretty good. I wonder if the captain will finally release the limiter and let Demi into slut mode. I wonder. That's a hashtag not saying, but hashtag. What an interesting question that is.
Indeed. Speaking of questions, we have a question from Twittadoodledoo who writes, "I gotta know what would Demi's drink be? You being a wine and spirits expert, feel like you are expertly gifted to know the answer besides being the character."
That is a fantastic question. Ooh, I like that question so much. That is a delicious question. Hats off to you. So Demi as a character, apart from being extremely intelligent and having her sort of occasional soft moments, I feel like she'd be more of a little bit on the straight-laced side, but not too. Certainly not conservative. She's not a gin martini drinker, but neither is she, a sidecar swilling rock star. That would be more Achilles territory. That or a point. I feel like she's a schnapps girl. I feel like she's a high-proof liquor, but something with an effervescence of sweetness, but not the sugary, ridiculous nonsense that I'm sure Sova would be drinking. But of course, this is my personal take on what I think she would go for. If you want to find out what she actually goes for, you're just going to have to wait for more parts of the game. Especially for those who got the Studio 69 content.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we have a $20 super chat from Chrono Trigger who writes, "Happy birthday, BB, and launch party stream hype. Much love to everyone who is a part of this amazing project/game."
My beloved Chibi Mom reminds me, I actually haven't plugged it yet because because DC has not given me any information about it. However, we are doing a Subverse Reddit AMA on Friday. The actual details of that have not come out yet, and as soon as they do, I will put that stuff on my Twitter so you can find out about that. The best thing, you know what, I'm not going to say the best thing about that because I'm going to be away while it's happening. However, I am going to be tabbing in on that Reddit AMA remotely. And what I will be up to, you'll just have to come and find out. But it will be something Subverse related. I am going away from home and doing something Subverse related. Da-da-da.
While she's away from home, you can donate to her on her Ko-Fi, follow her on Twitter, just support her on all her social media so she has a lovely present waiting for her when she gets back. Isn't that right, everybody? Click the link is what I'm saying. Click the link. I'm putting the link in chat. Click the link.
I hope Naughty Swan is still here. I love you to fucking pieces, baby. He had no question, but he's just yonking at me, so I love you. Love, 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 love. He is one of my favorite mouthpieces. He is relentlessly positive, and I love him to fucking pieces. And if you come a little closer, darling, I'll show that affection. and also, yonk!
Oh, another $20 super chat from Justin Rules. Happy birthday, BB. Do you have any favorite idle animation of Demi's during the story portions? Mine is during the VN sections where she presses her fingers together and does a sort of flustered look to the side.
That one is pretty cute. My favorite idle it's not an idle animation. It's something that she does during when she's voicing, but it's something that I personally do, and I have no idea if DC just reached into my brain and psychically pulled out this mannerism that I have. When I'm really excited about something, I will often sort of clench my fists in my arms, which brings my tits together. And Demi does that when she's very excited about something. She'll do the little booby press, and I'm like, wait, I do that. So, I think that's my favorite.
It's like you two were made for each other.
I went over this a little bit in my interview with Bricky, that is not yet live. Shout out to Bricky. But it was really interesting to see how she evolved me and I evolved her. They very much had a pretty strong concept of her going into when I was shooting it. And of course I can say she came to life as I voiced her, but I think there were some of the edges and the corners that were, more filled out and flushed by having a voice, and I very immediately knew what they were going for and wanted to bring a particular idea to life, and there was definitely some accommodation both ways. So it's impossible to have a character not have at least a few bits of pieces of you. She is not me, but as much as I'd love to respond as Demi on Twitter and, give shout outs to my beloved captain, but there's definitely a couple of things we have in common.
We have a question from Baron Bubbles, if I can find it. Where'd he go? Where'd the question go? Oh, damn it, YouTube. Good question from Baron Bubbles.
Here's the question. Do we go deep into Demi's lore? Well, we certainly go deep into something.
Mm-hmm. Good timing. Okay, question from Baron Bubbles at Bordeaux Black, Ko-Fi question. Coffee question. I'm sorry. Coffee question.
It's okay.
What challenges did you encounter recording Demi's assets? Also, topple me, please.
Come here, darling, so I can step on you. So what was the question? What was something difficult?
Oh, of course. Okay, what challenges did you encounter recording Demi's assets?
I think I honestly just touched on it. My favorite thing was also the most difficult thing. My favorite thing on the whole of voicing Demi was bringing to life a character that is not human and not perfect, complete robotic AI sex blank. She's something between. And that presents something of an acting challenge simply because you can't go just natural speaking voice and you can't go fully beep boop. Otherwise, you're just too robotic. Ha, 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 ha. So the really interesting acting challenge was bringing to life something that was a shade between. And, as the game progresses with her ALL, you can probably take a guess at how she integrates her crew's language more and more. So it wasn't just halfsies, but it was also she was growing through the course of the game. And that was both just a very cool acting challenge for me and also my favorite thing.
Oh, I have another good question here, but before I get to that question, a certain Midnight Datara is in the chat.
Hello, Plant Mom. Hi, darling. Merveilleux.
Glad to have you here, Midnight. Hope you're doing well.
J'adore ta voix, Datora.
Now we have a coffee question from Vincent Vallon, who writes, okay, I promised I would ask this as many people have been wondering since the game launched. Does Demi have nipples under those blue strips of clothing?
I can't even give spoilers on that one because I don't know. Unclear. I imagine she does. I think it's pretty likely. I mean, she did get top of the line adult custom hardware. I would be shocked if she did not have pretty little nipples under there.
Oh,
So here's one from Matthias. How was your schedule? Did you work on Demi these 2 years in small bits, or was it concentrated in a few months? Oh God, the answer to that is yes. A voice acting schedule for a full and complete video game is both consistent top to bottom work through the whole time, and then once you think you've got it in, it's random little spurts of this, that, and the other, and being pinged by your boss at 2 a.m. say, hey, I need you to read this line in today. Which I am not at all complaining. I mean, not only do they pay me appropriately, but I also love the crap out of all of the Studio 4 devs. So I honestly do not mind responding to their pings. But it is both long-term consistent and little bits here and there all over the place. And I am going to go close my window so that no one has to listen to a leaf blower for the next fucking 30 minutes. You gather more of those questions. I'll be right back.
Absolutely, dear. Thank you again, everyone, for showing up. Jesus Christ, Cody Hall! Holy shit, man! Oh my God!
You.
Oh, he just donated $200.
Woohoo! Happy birthday to me.
Indeed.
Thank you, Cody.
Oh man. Okay, let's get through these super chats. All right. So,
Did you have a question, or was it just love?
we do have a question from €5. I want to say that's euro. €5 from Firewave, who writes, "Joyeux anniversary, Bordeaux. Which of the other waifus
Come on,
would you
Canadian,
like to?"
you can read that better.
Joyeux anniversaire.
Yeah, that's closer.
Which of the other waifus would you like to cuddle the most?
Oh, I hope Chibi Mom is still here, because really the answer is absolutely Sova. You just want to scoop her up into your arms and give her her little baba, which is of course filled with fucking vodka. I think she is no longer here. Otherwise, she would probably be yelling at me at this moment for not being able to scoop her up.
Oh.
That, or the chat's got a little bit of a delay, but I'm watching. I'm seeing if she has anything to yell at me for that.
Another 20 knock from Angry Pro the hero. I'm going to assume that's your name.
I think it's Prothero.
Angry Prothero. Well, anyways, thank you so much for the 20 knock. Have a lovely day yourself and sleep well.
Oh, thank you, darling. Oh, she's whisper screeching. There it is. She's still here. Yay. Yeah, no, sorry, darling. Scooping you up into my arms, nothing you can do about it. Especially considering that I could probably bench you.
Oh.
One of the nice benefits of quarantine is it's allowed me to work a whole lot on my fitness, and there's been a whole lot of belly dance and kickboxing in my world. So Demi can work on her powerlifting of the waifus.
God, that's so hot. Cody Hall with the $200 donation. Congrats, happy birthday. Just got to the stream, so sorry if these got answered. Will Demi be a usable character on missions? Will you ever stream the game or do a reaction to it? And what inspiration did you use to help with voicing Demi?
That is 3 questions. He better give me a damn good fucking tip for that.
Well, he gave you 200, so...
Oh, okay. All right. So what was the first question?
Okay, the first question is, will Demi be a usable character on missions?
It has already been revealed that she is the ship AI. That much is already, that content has already been covered by Studio 4. So I can say she is the onboard ship lieutenant. She is not for the action fighty.
Next question from Cody. Will you ever stream the game or do a reaction to it?
Oh, if folks are interested in that, I think I honestly should. It's gotten pretty good coverage this time around. I think for the next chapter release, I'll do some. I'll maybe partner with Half Pint or GT and see if they want to do a stream with me in it, or I'll stream with that, whatever. Yes, the answer to that is yes. I would love to do that if that's something that folks are interested in.
Well, I'm absolutely interested in it, and you know I'd stream with you every chance I get, so... Oh, and last question from Cody. And what inspiration did you use to help with voicing Demi?
I don't think I mapped any one particular thing. What I usually do, oh God, they asked an actor what their acting process is. Prepare to listen to me for the next fucking 15 minutes. No, I'll keep it short. I took a look at the script and I read the first couple of scenes and then the whole thing on the whole to see what will happen to the character and, you know, what their evolution will be, or if they just stay very stagnant and true to form. And I tried to develop a voice that is uniquely them. I can't say that she doesn't have some of my, you know, Lauren Bacall in there, or that she doesn't have, oh God, the voice actress that did Jessica Rabbit, or even a little bit, maybe kind of a little bit more Julie London, who is both this very sultry femme fatale, but also just kind of a sort of more sweet and meek kind of personality. For a voice actor, it is always zombieing different things together. But there isn't any one particular thing that I was mapping. Otherwise, it would just be a copy characterization of a different character. So my process generally comes down to what I feel, sort of a literary analysis of what this character is and what direction they're going to go. And I very much picked up what Christoph and DC were putting down when they gave me the character. I was very, very, very flattered and pleased when I first gave in my couple of takes. They're like, yep, that's the voice. That's what we want.
Thank you so much for your questions and your donation, Cody. You're so very generous.
I see one from Justin Rules right here. How often does BB have to replace her mic? I can't imagine they last long before they melt under the sheer heat of her wonderful voice. Oh, Justin. The way to... What was I going to say? Flattery, my dear, will get you everywhere.
Yes, I can confirm this. This is true, 100%. So take that as a lesson, everybody. Mm-hmm.
The actual answer is not terribly frequently. Most mics are built to last. I have, oh God, I started with a Yeti. I moved on to the Ad 2020. I have a Neumann TLM 103 that I have not, that is in my booth that I have not formally set up yet, mostly because I'm terrified of it. It is a $1,300 mic, and I just don't want to blow it. I'm waiting until I can have somebody who is a little bit more familiar with those particular electronics, because I know if you plug it in wrong, you can pop and destroy it with just the flip of a switch. It's the only reason I haven't started using it yet, but I want to because it will be a whole lot better for song covers. So there you go, honest answer.
We have an earlier super chat I want to make sure we get to. Is from our good friend Marco Metra, who writes, I ran a lot, but I'm finally here. Happy birthday to the most amazing person in the world. I agree. Question from the guys. If Demi had a weapon, what would it be?
Ooh, oh, I like that. So first quick introduction to Marco is one of GT's earliest fans, or... Mm-hmm. Did he come to you through Subverse, or did you come to Subverse? Which direction was that? I'm not certain. Either way, he is one of the old school, the army from way back. Hi, Marco. And for all of Marco's boys, Marco, Polo. He is one of the folks who inspired my little thank you to the soldiers video that I did with GT some way back. And his story is incredibly touching. I'll let him tell it if he wants to or not. But so the point is, boy is army. So his boys he's referring to is his fucking platoon. If Demi had a gun, or if Demi had just a weapon,
Can I just
like
interject for a second to say Demi has a gun sounds like a fantastic parody song that someone should totally make.
Demi's got a gun. I feel like she would go for something reasonably sophisticated. I feel like she's kind of a snaperskaya kind of lady. Which is a sniper rifle. I think that's what she would do because she is certainly the more hang back and run tactics sort of. I was going to say waifu, but companion is really more the right answer. So I think something that helped her control the field a little better. So if she had a weapon, I would go for some high-end sniper rifle. Is my answer to that one. Now I'm going through the Ko-Fi now that I want you to know I tried to open my Discord DMs to just be public access and not have to have a server with me. I don't think that is an option, so that I could avoid this problem of scrolling through the endless pings from Ko-Fi but not necessarily knowing if they have questions attached to them or not. But I don't think Discord supports that. So here's one from NJ Gamer. Can I rehear your Motoko voice? Ooh, so he's referring to, of course, the major, Motoko Kusanagi from Ghost in the Shell, which I did a full feature with Studio Foe on their Ghosts of Paradise, which, God, that was fun. It was the very first time that the studio allowed those who were funding the project to sort of pick some of the key pivotal story points of what happened. And we ended up with the neutral ending, not the happy ending that I really wanted, where she gets rescued by Bato. But give me a second. I gotta pull up a Motoko line. Why don't you pick out some more of the questions for me, GT?
Oh, I got quite a few ready for you. Don't you worry, dear. I want to also thank everyone in the super chat, Korgaf, for the $5. Oh, I'm sure you'd love to see that reaction. Don't worry, that reaction video will happen, Korgaf. Thank you so much for the super chat. Aaron, don't think I missed you, Aaron. Thank you so much, Aaron Chandler, for the $5 super chat. Oh, and Adam, don't worry, we will get to your question next, Adam.
Here we are. There are countless ingredients that make up the human body and mind, like all the components that make me up as an individual with my own personality. Sure, I have a face and voice to distinguish myself from others, but my thoughts and memory are unique only to me, and I carry a sense of my own destiny. There's my little sample of the major Motoko Kusanagi from Ghost in the Shell, patterned off of Mary Elizabeth McGlynn's Motoko Kusanagi, which was her standalone complex voice.
It's so good. It's so good. She's so good. She's so amazing.
That one is honestly really... I mean, the reason I think, if I can boast my own horn a little bit, the reason they got me is that voice is pretty close to my regular voice. I got the reputation as budget Jennifer Hale, which is a gigantic fucking compliment. But it's kind of got that similar sort of tough thing going on. This is more Motoko, whereas Jennifer Hale's a little bit more, like this. It's got a little bit more grit. But those are the voice range that sit really comfortable in my voice. So those are the impersonations I love, or at least the easiest for me. I can just sit and talk in all day. And one of the best things that I learned from an old VA buddy of mine is if you learn how to do a certain character's voice, then you can make them sing anything. Eventually, I'm sure I'm going to have Motoko sing a Muppet song or something.
Oh, that.
Oh, here we go.
Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor.
There we go. Demi sings bad new metal.
I just want to remind everyone, if you are an aspiring content creator and you're looking for the most talented VA in the world, I'm leaving you the link to BB's Twitter. Please commission her, give her all the jobs, give her all the voice work. You cannot ask for a better VA if you're looking for someone with endless abundance of talent to like bring your characters to life. BB is the girl to do it.
Oh my god. I told folks at the very beginning of the stream that I specifically bought electrolyte water because I know I'm eventually going to cry, so you're not helping.
Oh, unfortunately there's going to be crying. It's inevitable. I'm so sorry. You can punish me later. I promise, dear.
It will be happy tears, and you just want to be punished.
I plead the fifth. Okay. Anyway, so. We a question from Adam with his €5 super chat. Does Demi know how? Oh, okay, I'm gonna have to ad-lib this. Does Demi know how Killy and Lily still enjoy typical solar-sized equipment after taking a Bulghetto-sized equipment? I hope I represented that right.
I'm gonna answer this one seriously, even though it's a ridiculous question. Y'all motherfuckers need vulva lessons. The bits do not stretch out permanently and then they are loose. What is one of the best things about female anatomy is it much like the penis, it expands when turned on, and that's what allows you to get inside. So once arousal is done, it returns to its previous fucking shape. So no matter how large cocks Lily takes, that's not going to turn her into anything that, she'll resume her regular size once she's done.
Oh, man, this
Anatomy
is
lesson. That's how vaginas work.
Did it just get really hot in here? All of a sudden?
Why did it get steamy over just literal a biology lesson?
No, just the imagery. I can't. Anyway, Spawn Freak.
Really taking massive mantic cock, right? Of course.
Spawn Freak with the $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Who writes, "Happy birthday, BB. Could we please hear Demi offering her services to Commander Shepard? Thanks again for all you do."
Oh wow, that's awesome. Give me a second. I
Commander Shepard, I hear you have a very attractive space interface known as Edie. I would very much like to meet her, and, if possible, fuck her brains out.
I think that was pretty good. I think that was pretty good.
Well, why not? Yeah, we can have you on board. And I should go. There it is. I had to sneak that in.
That was
There
so
you go.
good.
A little dialogue.
That was so good.
Thank you. A little fandom dialogue. Thank you.
$10 super chat from Lord Master of Numenor. Thank you so much. I used to be known as Frightful Otto, and near a year ago I started an XCOM 2 campaign on Legendary. I'm proud to say, as of 3 hours ago, Earth has been liberated. Well, congrats, Lord Master, and happy birthday, BB.
Thank you, darling. I actually just saw a question, but it scrolled by so quickly that I didn't. Oh, Marco says I can tell the story if I want.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's a tearjerker though. There's Numenor's thing. It came from. I'm looking through the chat for it. It came from a familiar, I think, a VA. Asked. Oh, there's whoa! Hi, Phaser.
Yes,
Hi. Yeah. Oh, of course I have to. We'll bang, okay? There you go.
Oh, thank you so much, Phaser. Thank you so much. It's a long time no see, man. Haven't seen you in forever. Hope you're doing well, man.
I'm scanning looking for this one question, which is going to be a mistake because then I'll spend forever just looking for this gray question.
While you're doing that, dear, do you want to know how many people are watching the stream right now?
I have no idea.
There's over 200 people watching the stream right now.
Oh man, super flattering. Hello. Hi, darlings. Oh, you're turning me into I'm doing the fingers thing.
I think
Demi's
this
a
is
government agent about sniping.
BB, did you know
Demi's weapon is the entire Mary Celeste. That is accurate.
BB, did you know this is the most amount of viewers I've ever had on a live stream, and they're all here for you?
See, everyone, he does this to us. he feeds back the numbers in an attempt to fluster us, and it almost works every single fucking time. He does this on purpose. I swear. Really? Is it the most you've ever had? Like, for real? For real?
Yes, I'm being serious, yes.
Well then, if I can stop smiling, because it's hard to speak when I'm smiling this hugely. To all of the fans who are here from Subverse,
Thank you, Captain. It is a pleasure to have you on board.
and to the folks who have stuck with me from the beginning, there has not been a project that has been more validating that I chose to make this my full-time focus career than Subverse. So whether or not you came to the game new or you were one of our early backers, every reach out you give to me, or I read on Steam, or I read on Twitter, or even on Reddit, you are making not just so many people incredibly happy who are, I get to be paid to provide erotic art to the world. Like, that's the dream for me. So you're making our dreams come true, and you are changing history. It may not be the first, because it's not a porn game, it's a video game with porn in it. Well, it might not technically, it's certainly going to be the poster child, the big set piece. It's going to change the gaming industry, I know it, and you will all have been here for a slice of that, and that, to me, is absolutely incredible. So please, do not stop contacting me or providing your feedback to the studio. I know they're listening, or to Chibi Mom singing Samine. But all of your messages of love, keep them coming. They are extremely, extremely welcome. I am trying to get back to all of them. I know I never will, but I'm trying, and I love every single one that I read. So, bottom of my heart. Oh shit! Oh, there it is. You can set your counter to 1. Thank you. Yeah.
Oh, we're not done with the happy birthday wishes yet. Look who's in chat, BB.
Who's here?
Pixie.
Oh, wait! She said she was gonna come. Hi, baby. I mean, she said she wasn't gonna be here. She didn't say she wasn't gonna come. Hello. Is she in the live stream?
She's in the chat. She's in the chat.
Oh shit! I'm scrolling looking for her. Where are you? There she is. Oh shit! Hey bitch, there she is. Hello, darling.
Well, since Pixie's here, do you think now would be a good time to perhaps play her gift to you?
Oh yeah, I'm sure she'll. She might yowl at me for playing it on the stream. Not the first one, darling. The actually sanctioned regular one. The first one is for my ears only.
Okay. Wait, the one you sent me is the sanctioned one, just correct?
Yeah. The one that you have is the non-personal one. The personal one I only get to hear.
Oh, okay. Well, I have the audio ready, and it's good. It's good to play on your count, dear.
Go for it. I need a drink.
All right, everybody. So the following, what you're about to hear is Pixie Willow's birthday message to BB. Here we go.
As embarrassing as that clip is, and as intoxicated as I am during it,
We're not hearing anything.
I still stand by what I said. You are a queen. You are an inspiration.
Is anybody
and
hearing that?
Honestly,
Yes, yes, they can, dear. I can't. Like the only I'd have to hear. I'll.
Okay. If they can hear it, that's fine. I've already heard it. Go ahead,
Okay,
go ahead.
okay. Let me just go back a bit.
you are an inspiration. And honestly, you deserve a good birthday. So, happy birthday, Bordeaux. I hope that your day goes fucking splendidly. I really do. If you need me, poke me. I'll probably be around later on. But no, love you lots. Be sure to enjoy yourself. And, yeah.
That was Pixie Willow, everyone.
Hats off to one of my biggest inspirations and role models in not safe for work in voice acting, period. I mean, we synced up very early on, and I learned a shit ton from her. So, love you, honey. Much lovings. Apparently, we also have Lady fucking Storm in here. Oh my god. Hi, boss. How you doing?
Hopefully, I haven't broken any rules.
Or at least
Any rules that I shouldn't break.
but thank you for showing up. Ladies and gentlemen, that would be Lady Storm of Studio Foe, one of the amazing individuals who is responsible for all of this incredible chaos that is currently going on. One of the game changers in gaming history. So, hats off to frickin' her.
By the way, I have another birthday gift for you.
Is it Lady Storm coming onto the stream to say something to you?
She's more than welcome to if she would like, but I have something from Samantha, actually.
Oh shit! From Chibi, that would be Samantha Flowers,
Yes.
aka Singing Salmon, aka Singing
shit.
Salmon.
Oh,
What?
shit.
Okay, what?
Let me... Come on, Discord, cooperate. Come on, I'm sending it to you. There we go. Here you go. I will play it at the same time you do. Let me know when.
Okay, go ahead and mute me so that I can play it and listen to it myself. Or
Oh,
I'll just turn my volume down so people don't hear.
no,
it.
no, no. It's okay. Oh, here we go.
Demi, could I bend your ear for a sec? I know I haven't been a part of the Mary Celeste as long as the rest of the crew, but a little birdie who may or may not be named the captain told me today
Oh
was
my
your
god, it's a
special
message
day.
from Tova.
So, normally I would share with you some of my rarest booze, but I'm pretty sure that would really mess up your interface. So, I've got the next best thing. It's some kind of solar tradition or something. I didn't have that much time to practice it, so it's not that good. But
Oh god, is she gonna
just
sing?
bear with me,
Please tell me
okay?
she's gonna sing.
Here goes. Happy birthday
God.
to you. Happy birthday
I'm fucking dying.
to you. Happy birthday, dear BB. Happy birthday to you. I love you, and I'm so thankful to know you, Ship Mom. I'm always wishing you the best, but today especially so. Now, before I take up any more time, go have an awesome day. Ah!
My heart. Oh, my heart. Am I unmuted?
Yes, yes.
Good, because I want the world to know that she's amazing. The moment when she breaks into her actual singing voice was my entire day. That is, oh God. Oh, sweetheart. That was priceless, precious, adorable, and sincerely, really, really very touching. Thank you, Chibi Mom. All of your hard work is paying off. And okay, nope, flustered. Cry counter too. But yeah, no. So that we're giving GT more exclusive previews to Sova's voice. You hear that, Half Pint? He's got one on you now. I know you've been having a lot going on, GT, but we were all kind of surprised. I mean, we were glad that Half Pint was able to jump in and do some of the coverage, but we were thinking that you might end up doing some more of that as well. But I kind of like that he's the one doing the actual game and you're the one doing more back-endy kind of stuff, although he does have the VA panel with Singing Samine and Gina and Silky and Aero Buddy and Alexia. These would be Lily and Fortune and Viraz Khaleesian and Sova and myself and Joshua Story, who is, of course, the voice of Tybalt. We got that VA panel over there on the Half Pint thing.
Ah, you mean this video that I'm posting in the chat right now that people can go watch? Boop. Link. Click the link. Go watch the video. It's fantastic.
I don't even know how to come back from that. Fuck me.
It's okay. I hope you know you deserve this, eh? You've earned this. You've worked so hard and you've come so far, and like everyone loves you and appreciates you, BB. You're an inspiration to us all. Like I know you were inspired by so many, but you inspire us.
It's one thing to hear that, especially from someone who I know is my #1 favorite fan GT forever. I mean, I still remember our earliest contacts where I was like, hey, I heard through Foe that you wanted to interview me, and you like exploded. It was amazing. It's one thing to hear it. It is entirely another thing to be contacted by hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people who I've never met, telling me how much they love the game and all of the voice acting, and coming out of left field with you were going for this, and holy shit, you're incredible. And it's completely a different thing to hear it from so many at once, and a lot of them coming to your doorstep with, I know that you were going for this and it really read. I'm like, Jesus Christ, fuck me. Holy shit, thank you. And also, there are not a whole lot of things that I think fluster me in life. I've kind of gotten to that point where very little surprises me anymore. And this whole process, this release, this emergence of our erotic art into the world, this epic game changer, this global Steam chart topper it's more than just validating. It's being part of something so much bigger than yourself. And for that, that's the reason why I oscillate between wildly happy crying, and just completely fucking stunned. It is incredible. It is absolutely incredible. I hope, I very, very much hope that Lady Storm was here to hear that. DC says I'm shilling for Studio 4. I swear I'm not. They don't even pay me to say these things. I honestly believe them, so I hope she was here to hear that. If not, we'll soundbite it and send it to them later.
Aye.
And according to Thos, Subverse is still in Steam Top 20. Go us.
Oh,
Go
hell yeah.
us.
I think it's actually still in the top 10, if I'm not mistaken.
I am not sure. The internet probably has a better idea of what's going on with there. However, we have some backlog of questions and super chats to get to, and we don't want to let those...
And just before we do, another VA friend is in the chat, Miss Peachy, who writes, I love you, BB.
Holy shit, hi, Peachy. Come here so I can spank your butt for my birthday. I mean, I have no one here in my house. It's just me. Maybe I shouldn't say that. There's no one here to give me birthday spanks, so I gotta give birthday spanks to somebody else. And GT goes completely silent.
I'm sorry, I don't... What do I say?
I think what you say is, yes, please.
Yes, mistress.
All right, I'm going to go back through some of the Ko-Fis because I know there are more questions again. I'm reminding everybody who I said I would prioritize Ko-Fi question. Coffee, fuck, coffee questions. If I have missed yours, please drop it into the chat. Just write coffee beforehand, and I will get to your question. I want to make certain that everybody who donates gets their questions answered. And yes, Peachy, it is very lewd. That's the idea. Oh shit! Apparently Lady Storm and Pixie are going to gang up and come spank me. It isn't a violation if I expressly welcome it. Bring it the fuck on, hun. Bring it on. Now, see, I say that, but I know fully well that when we actually get to be together and have our cast party that we are, loosely talking about, I'm sure we're eventually going to do it. I know that if I invite them that way, that they're actually going to fucking do it. So fuck. Whoops. Crap. I've already signed my own. I have signed my own warrant. I must now accept the consequences.
They sound like pretty rockin' consequences, if I'm being honest.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty sure I will be a happy fucking camper. I mean, there are upsides to being a Switch. So here's one. From one of my very, very beloved patrons. Hello, Albin. Do you know, how do you think Demi's skin/body feels? Hard, soft, metallic, rubbery, hot, cold? And immediately after is Lady Storm saying, "You heard her, Pixie." I'm like, fuck, no, God damn it. Why do I say yes? Why do I open my mouth? Clearly I need to fill it up with something. So I think we can only extrapolate based from what we can physically see. I am not officially confirming. This is just what I personally think. I feel like Demi's body would be pretty cool and slick, except for her soft bits, which would be inhumanly, irrealistically soft. Like, they wouldn't be like handling Play-Doh. It would be more like transitioning from cool and smooth to real and lifelike kind of softness. I mean, the tits physics, bravo to the animators for the tit physics. But the way they move suggests that they are not stationary, especially as she squishes them together. And certainly downstairs, we can imagine that that's not, like putting your dick in a cement block. I imagine it's more soft and gushy. So I wanna imagine kind of silicone soft approximation softness. Much like the lady herself, she has things that are hardwired and things that are soft. But that is just my Bordeaux Black personal thoughts about Demi's design. If DC or Christoph has more specific ideas, their opinions will override mine. She is their daughter. I am just bringing her to life. Very happily, though. And while we have... Yes, what's up?
I'm sorry to... Check your PayPal.
Check my PayPal. What's up with my PayPal?
Check your PayPal.
Holy shit. Happy birthday to fucking me. Good Lord. I think this is a personal message. So I don't want to read it, but
no problem.
It's definitely a whole lot of you've been a wonderful friend and great role model and that kind of thing. And much love back. Oh my God. So much love back. And, you are all making this the best COVID possible birthday that could possibly exist. I may have to spank myself on behalf of Pixie and Lady Storm. Hopefully that will get me out of spankings when we get together.
And another $50 super chat from Cody.
I mean, it won't. It absolutely won't, but I just kind of hope that it will.
Oh, Cody Hall writes, $50 super chat. Also, I forgot to say, from all of us at the DA, quack, we love you, dear, and stop punching mics.
Shit. One of the old school bits. A long time ago and far, far away, I was voicing a fucking Astartes because I got a Warhammer commission. I love doing those because I love doing Space Marines. And during the take, I ended up whacking my mic, and the meme now is don't punch the mic, but it's definitely quack. So thank you, fucking degenerate army, for remembering my old dumb memes. You fucking weirdos, I love you. But there's a whole bunch of degenerate army, which is a subset of Gamertron fans who opened up their own server, and I still pop in there now and again.
Oh,
Demi's
man.
body seems soft and pliable. Yeah, I honestly think so. I feel like apart from, her arms and her legs, which are, smooth and slick, that she's kind of got that high, expensive, very lifelike silicone thing going on. I imagine that's what she's like. But we have some backlog questions, do we not?
Oh, yes, we do. From another one from Marco. Marco writes, "You deserve all the best, so don't worry about crying. Is okay. Still sound cute." From the guys. Now for BB. What weapon would you pick for a fight, BB?
Oh, shit. So, the weapon the one that I have on hand for airsoft doesn't actually map to any gun. It is here's some random more exclusive Gamertron real life Bordeaux black stuff. I use an SBR Classic Army, which is a shortened battle rifle, which because it's called an SBR, I call it my saber, because, it's because cute. But it doesn't actually map to anything specific. I use it because I do a whole lot of strafing and getting into the heat of things, but I still want something that can handle a medium range. So what I have no military experience. So what I actually would use in real life would probably, let me think, my fists. Or should I quote fucking SimCity? My mitts. I am an old school kind of lady, so I would go for something that I could rely on. So give me a good old gigantic fuck off battle axe.
Oh, yeah, that's what I like to hear.
That or my goddamn fists.
I think Miss Peachy actually has a good answer in chat. She writes, BB's weapons is her voice.
Oh. I mean, I would say any of the various toys that I have mounted on my wall, but those I would consider more tools than weapons, even if they do leave lasting marks. But you wouldn't consider those weapons. Those are for enjoyment, not for causing the kind of hurt that you don't like. For causing the kind of hurt that you don't like, my pixel murder of choice at the moment is Borderlands 3. I also enjoy I am currently using the fucking Hellwalker in Borderlands 3, which exists. It is a Jacob's shotgun, and it is my favorite fucking current in-game weapon. So there's what I would use digitally. Is the fucking Hellwalker, except in Borderlands 3.
Oh, that's so awesome.
Ooh, there's a good question. Let's imagine we're in another universe where there is no Demi in Subverse. What would you love to VA instead? You can choose anyone except Demi. So in Subverse or just anything?
For this question, let's say Subverse. Yeah.
Yeah. So, when I first got shown the project, I originally thought that I was going to be directed towards Killy, actually, for a lot of my typecast being somewhere between the sultry femme fatale and the space marine. I kind of thought that they would send me down the alien pirate queen, and I am so completely fucking glad that they chose Silky. She absolutely knocks it out of the park. She is iconic for her ability to oscillate between sultry, sexy, and yelling at you in the face. She's very, very good at that particular thing. So I'm very glad they picked her. But I originally thought that they were going to shuffle me down. And when DC said you should read for Demi, I was like, hell yes. I would love the acting challenge of bringing an AI to life. So that said, I don't think it would actually be Killy. I would never give an answer that assumed that I could do what they do better than them, because everybody in this cast sells it super, super hard. I mean, they are, I promise, I swear to God, I'm not chilling. I am legitimately fangirling over how professional all of these voice actors are. I mean, a bunch of us are, obviously some of the women have separate voice accounts from their not safe for work to their safe for work, but just the level of professionality is incredible. It's I could go on that forever. So really the answer is to get away from the Miss America pageant stupid answer is I would never do any of their voices better than them, but if I could do something very, very different from them, I would honestly love to do a Casadora, believe it or not.
Ooh.
She does such an incredible job being that thing that you love to hate. But I would take it with I think in a very different direction. That would be really fun for me. The other one that
Oh no. Everyone, can we still be heard?
Droll is I would love to invent. Uh-oh, can we not? Do we go quiet?
Discord's giving us some issues. 1 second. All right. Okay, everything seems to be back to normal. So sorry, dear. Please continue. Yes, you're good.
Well, I hope they heard the Casadora, but aside from that, I would gladly do a Blythe any time of day. It would be very different from Gina's Blythe, which is, you know, kind of got a little bit more of a grit and a little bit more like this. But mine is a little bit more animated. I would go for this kind of thing, and I love doing Muscovite characters. So that is who I think I would do the best.
Yeah, that's really good. That's really, really good.
GT, I recommend you turn up your sensitivity all the way if you have not already done that.
Oh?
I think I am. I'm being told that I'm artifacting in and out.
Oh, okay. 1 moment, guys. I'm gonna make some adjustments here. Ba-ba-ba.
Oh, they didn't hear my Casadora. Oh well. But they did hear my Blythe, and that is what matters. Da.
Okay, I've adjusted the settings. You guys let me know if that's any better. I'm so sorry for the technical inconvenience, everybody.
How am I doing now? Can we hear from anyone? There's a bit of a delay, but as soon as you get this, tell us how our sound quality is.
I can say on my end, you sound absolutely perfect, dear.
Perfect, but we want to make sure that they can hear it. Yes, good, great, fantastic. They're hearing me great. Good. Love. How does Foley work in not safe for work voice acting? There are a lot of methods. Some folks will go with the kissing of your hand, and others will go with the sound effect packs that are made with very weird things. I've heard of using raw pork or using a sledgehammer on raw pork to create a fucking sound effects.
Oh my!
Foley artistry is actually really, really fascinating because a lot of the things that you would think of making a sound won't make the kind of sound that you want to in a mic. So you have to kind of get creative with what will actually approximate the sound. I guarantee you, if you put a penis and a vagina directly in front of a mic and they fucked, you wouldn't get the correct sound for what that actually sounds like in person. It's much more likely to produce those sounds by stirring mac and cheese or flopping a piece of pork around. But that isn't to say that we don't also do dirty things. I can speak for myself personally. My desk dong, which some of you might know, is my Foley dildo, is named Satan's Cock, and he exists here, right on my desk. I eventually will have a desk dildo reveal that is strictly for Foley. Jesus Christ, he's huge. I could never take him. It is strictly for Foley work only. But eventually I will have a photo reveal of Satan's Cock, and he's named that because he is big and black and massive. But I tend to use him when I'm those kinds of things.
Another live stream exclusive, everybody. Mm-hmm.
me kissing Satan's cock. There you go.
Those are words I never thought I'd hear come out of your mouth.
The other eventual photo reveal that I had was actually this morning. I took a photo of, in case you don't know, I have a merch site on Redbubble. But considering that today was my birthday, I don't own much of my own merch because I don't want to be that lady. But I couldn't resist the socks because I am definitely a patterned sock kind of lady. So I ended up taking a photo. So if you want the foot reveal, I could give that to DT. They are the modeling of my little Bordeaux blackie socks that I'm currently wearing. The art provided by Gabrielle Gorgonea, who is an incredible artist, but she, as a bonus for a commission, she gave me this charming little chanteuse chibi, little Bordeaux black chibi with a mic, and it's very, very, very cute. And that is available on my Redbubble. I assume GT is currently furiously typing so that he can pull that up.
Yes, links to her. I just posted links to, some people were asking about your Patreon. Links to her Patreon in the chat. Just post them in the chat. Here, I'll post them again.
I should double check about the that limited autograph. Let's see. I want to see how we're doing on that one, if they're already fucking sold out or not. There are 6 out of 10 remaining. For those of you who missed the very beginning, I have running in my Patreon a limited exclusive, only 6 out of 10 remaining, customizable Demi autograph over a beautiful piece of sanctioned Subverse art. It is Demi herself, and this will be a autograph from Bordeaux Black, and I can say whatever you want, otherwise I'll just, X's and O's Bordeaux Black. But that is available on my Patreon only for a limited amount of time, and once they're gone, they are gone. So that's something for the Subverse fan collector.
And if you're interested in BB merch, here's the link to her Redbubble, everybody.
That's just my personal stuff. You don't have to look at that.
Oh, sorry.
No, I'm saying you can. I'm just saying people don't have to buy my stuff. I just
what? Of course, people have to buy your stuff. What are you talking about? They don't have a choice.
I am having the rare moment of not being pluggy mistress and just kind of dying and collapsing and happy. So buy
your stuff, everybody. I'll break your fucking kneecaps. I'll get the boys together. We'll come to your house. We're gonna start breaking fucking kneecaps. Buy the merch. Buy the merch. Do it.
Lady Storm says, I need to annoy all the cast to send me signed artwork to put in an art book to give away. Done and done. I will make sure that I make extra copies so that I can send to you. Done deal. Unless you want to give me one of the more official pieces of art. If I may put in a request, I will certainly give you the one that I already have, which is, of course, a fan work. But if I could get, my dream would certainly be to sign the, no, that's not spoilers. There is a save screen of Demi in front of a location that I will not say, but it's this beautiful cyberpunky green and mechanical background. It's one of the save screens. That particular one is my favorite piece of Demi. If I could sign anything, it would be that. And BC and Christoph already know which one I made. It's just a fucking beautiful, stunning piece of art. I believe it's from the original artist, which is, and forgive me if I'm botching this pronunciation, Zhang Fundin. But I am not certain. I would have to get confirmation on that. And before everybody floods the chat with questions about Subverse merch, I whistle, 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 whistle. I know nothing.
McNorsk is saying his goodbyes. He's got to go.
Thank you so much for showing up, McNorsk. Before you go, before you disappear, if you want to send a sample so that we can hear that amazing voice, send just happy birthday to me, I would be much, much obliged. Send that to Gamertron and we'll play it on the stream.
Aye.
And yes, Lady Storm, I will definitely send you the photo. And Half-Pint is no longer the one that breaks people's kneecaps. The rival man's continues.
Well, to be fair, I've been breaking kneecaps far longer than he has.
Fighting words.
I have dates. I have receipts. It's not. I want to thank everyone again for coming to the stream today. You have all been absolutely spectacular. And
We're not closing it. It is not done yet.
Oh no, not at all. Not at all. Of course. I just want to emphasize this is the most successful live stream I've ever done. And you are all here to support our wonderful mistress, and I can't tell you how much I deeply appreciate that. We've had over 180 viewers for the past hour and 45 minutes. We haven't left 180 viewers, and we've been able to surpass
200.
Yeah, we surpassed 200 actually. I wanted to tell you earlier, but we were in the middle of questions. We got up to 220.
Oh God, my heart. I knew at the very beginning of this year that we'd still probably be in the heart of COVID when my birthday rolled around. And while I had a very, very fancy, delightful picnic in my living room for my last birthday, I'm like, I need to do something special for this year. So I said, hey, GT, I know we've been teasing doing an AMA for a while now. Let's fucking do it. And here we are.
Oh, man. Thank you again so much, everybody. You have done so much for me and BB and all the other girls of Subverse, and I can't tell you how much it means to me. You all have, genuinely made my life better. You've made all of our lives better. You guys, with this community support and generosity and selflessness, you guys, it's a dream come true, honestly. Thank you all so much.
I'm so curious. Lady Storm says, I may have dropped the link in the general @FOW. I'm curious what link she dropped. The link to my autograph tier on Patreon, or the link to the art piece that I would love to have be the one that I sign and put in art book. She can let us know when it gets to us, because there's always that delay between us talking and actually receiving the text. So meanwhile, we have more questions.
Yes.
So I can go through one of the ones on Ko-Fi, or...
Oh, please do, dear. Please do.
Coffee! Fuck! Damn it, GT! Forever. I'm never going to be able to pronounce it right. It's just never going to happen. All right, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pull up the coffee on my computer and not on my phone, where I can more conveniently see messages, because a lot of them are just wonderful, heartfelt, kind, sweet birthday messages that don't have questions attached to them. But if I just load up the screen here, I can just here we go. Scroll through it very quickly. That's a loving message. That's a loving message. What is your favorite feature of the Mary Celeste?
Ooh.
All right, so I'm answering this as Bordeaux Black, not as Demi, because Demi's favorite feature of the Mary Celeste absolutely has to be her beloved captain. It is through the captain that she gets to meet so many more incredible and delicious ladies. And we'll bang, okay? So that will be Demi's answer. But my favorite feature of the Mary Celeste, it hasn't been revealed yet. I can't think about it. It's, on one hand, I want to say that there are so many things that we have not learned about the game just yet, and that's not to say that we didn't get a whole lot of fucking awesome material from the first release. We really did. We got a whole shit ton of universe lore and exposition and certainly into the heads of a couple of our important characters. But I cannot jump up and down and say how many times, how much I adore the script and the story. It's really fucking cool. It ends up being what you want, but also what you don't expect. So my favorite feature on the Mary Celeste, I cannot say, but for now, for the stuff that we know, I think my favorite feature of the Mary Celeste is fuck. It's probably when you get Lily's gun upgrade.
Ooh.
It's I mean, this is all gameplay stuff, so just what I personally like is there is one tree that you go down that ends up giving you a missile upgrade that I think that's my favorite. But even, you know what, even then I'm pretty sure my favorite feature of the Mary Celeste is the fact that we get to pull all of these amazing characters into the crew. We jokingly call them waifus, but if you'll allow me, one of the things that I love the most about this is they're not just reskinned, recolored, whatever ladies and collectible, Pokemon. These are fully fleshed, fully realized characters with their own backstories and their own interplay and their own reasons for wanting to enjoy the captain. And they have autonomy and interesting character backgrounds. So my favorite part of the fucking Mary Celeste, I know it's the dumb at Miss America answer, but my favorite part of the Mary Celeste is the fact that we get to bring all of these amazing recruitable characters. And there is more than anybody knows about. They're the shadowed out, unknown, yet unseen companions. They're my favorite part. There you go. That's the real answer. They're my favorite part.
Honestly, the best feature of the Mary Celeste is the friends we made along the way.
There it is. Dab on the stream. Had to simulate the sound effect because I didn't have it ready on my phone.
Oh man! And just before we continue, Sam, don't apologize. I'm the Canadian. It's my job to be sorry. Stop it. You've done nothing wrong.
What is she apologizing for?
Oh, she's saying sorry. I'm not as responsive. You're fine, Sam. Stop it. Don't apologize.
I just realized why our Discord might have been having issue. There seemed to be some internet issues on my part that have now gone away, thankfully.
Thankfully.
Yes, because we're now streaming in live. Gather some of those more questions. I am getting together an answer to a coffee question that requires a little bit of thought. So give me 1 second. Buy me time.
Absolutely, dear. Absolutely. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat, Aaron. Everyone remember these frets Gamertron keeps making when the reporters are asking if there are any warning signs. What does that mean, Aaron? Aaron, I don't like what you're insinuating. Oh man, thank you everyone so much for showing up. And yes, I see your questions, everyone. Don't worry, we will get to them when we get to them. Thank you so much, everybody. Oh, that is a very good question for the lovely Fo-Chan Lady Storm in the chat. Loading screen pictures as downloadables. Downloadables? I can speak English, I swear. That would be awesome. The loading screens in the game are beautiful, especially that one with Demi and what looks to be some old factory ruins. That's some brilliant looking art.
That's the one that I'm like, I know what that is, but I'm not going to tell you what it is. But it's beautiful. It's this beautiful greenery in front of cyberpunk art. That is my favorite piece of Demi art. Official Demi art, that is. There have been some incredible fan arts that have come through, but that is my favorite official Demi art, and it shows on the loading screen of the Subverse game, in case you haven't bought it yet, if you have not seen for yourself. So the answer to Whiteout's question, who is un piacere sentire, Whiteout. Potresti avere un ara ara. It's apparently midnight in Italy, and he has work tomorrow, but he was asking for a good night ara ara. So I told him that it was a pleasure to hear from him and that he could have, in fact. Anna.
Thank you, BB.
Let's see. Here's a very convenient way of looking through all of my Ko-Fi questions. I've got another one queued up here, unless you've got one for me.
Oh, no, please.
For how long have you graced the earth with your presence now? And my God, how can a woman be so devilishly enchanting? Thank you, Kaork. So the answer to how long I have graced the earth is I am 6,669 years old. The rumor that I am in fact immortal has been muchly inflated, but it helps for folks trying to come after and kill the archsuccubus. I mean, there are hunters, certainly. They always end up broken in the best ways. But the woman behind the screen is she keeps that number to herself. But yes, Bordeaux Black is there's actually a little piece of interesting lore to Bordeaux Black that I will give to another Gamertron exclusive. She was born. If you take that year is actually, that choice is specific. I mean, the 669 is a little bit of extrapolation. It's actually technically 6,030. Doing math. 6,134 years ago. That corresponds to roughly the foundation of Uruk, the first human city. My idea was anywhere where there were humans gathering, where there was music, where there was sex, where there was revelry, that is how you summon an ancient primordial being of sex, revelry, and music. She only took on the idea of succubus because that was what was popular and interesting. But if she is more properly, she is more of a demon in the Daemon sense, which is to say, just an eldritch being of primordial, sexy, revelrous forces. So,
I couldn't think of a better way to describe you, honestly.
That is her actual age.
Oh, good question. $5 super chat from Korgaf, who writes, your favorite Demi art isn't the tattoo on Mr. Kristoff?
Oh, man. Oh, that's a good one. I am going to say this. For one, my favorite sub-studio faux art period is absolutely Mr. Kristoff's ass. Just straight up. There you go. But he's not the only one who might have a piece of Subverse ink upcoming in the future. Don't know anything else beyond that. Just putting that out there. My favorite piece of studio faux work is absolutely Mr. Kristoff's ass, just the entire butt. You can't imagine. I saw that pretty much very close to the start of shooting, and I just kind of died. I'm like, oh man, you have me on your ass. I mean, technically, he has his brainchild, his daughter, his important creation, because tattoos, they can be just fun and superficial and badass pieces of amazing art, but often enough they have a whole lot of personal meaning. So to him, I imagine, I mean, this is just a guess, but to him, I imagine that the Demi tattoo is more a signifier of taking a small, amazing, art producing porn studio and making a fucking video game with it. And that is an incredible accomplishment. I would be shocked if it wasn't at least a little bit about paying good homage to this is something that he had a significant part in creating. And I think that's amazing. And that's part of the reason why somebody else, yours truly, might be getting a piece of Subverse ink. Not for the exact same reasons, more about the fact that I've made it as a voice actor and all of the hard work that I've put into creating this, to manifesting this career. And all of the people who have come underneath me. Hey,
Oh!
folks who have supported me, is I am getting to live my dream. I'm doing musical direction. I'm a cast director. I'm a voice actor. I'm a sound engineer. I'm a writer. I'm going to be giving those scripts to DC the second I get a moment of availability. I get to use my languages, my accent training, my dialect coaching, my operatic training, my jazz training. I get to use a lot of the artistic and performance skills. Even my burlesque emceeing has a role that has helped. I mean, it helps me interview, and I not at this particular moment, because at this moment I'm completely flustered and happy and torn down to pieces. But all of my performance skills, or at least a good chunk of them, I get to distill into this career, and that will be the homage that I'll be making with this particular tattoo. Aside from loving the shit out of Demi and loving the shit out of everyone who's played a part in creating Subverse, from the Discord mods and all of the work they do. Good Lord, I can't even imagine. To the developers, to the artists, to the studio they contracted for all of the sound work. Just every single piece is made an incredible piece of art, and I am honored and humbled to be a part of it.
Best answer anyone could have hoped for. But I do have another question from Vincent Valen. He's been waiting a while now for this one. This one's for me. You don't have to specify which one, but what was your favorite Pandora scene to voice in? Solo work, Captain, with another waifu, or Xeno? Notice me, senpai.
I am noticing you. Who did this come from?
Vincent Valen.
Hello, Vincent. I am noticing you. I think my favorite scene so far is the scene where all of the laser cock swords come in and Demi detects fuckbot activity. And we launch into both Keely and Lily going, what the fuck is this goddamn garbage?
Mm-hmm.
Or no, it's just Lily at that point who is like, I can help. But that scene is probably my favorite. It's full of both game lore and dumb humor, and I love that interplay between serious story and irreverent shenanigans. Either that or the short. No, actually, I have a better answer. My favorite scene so far is when we reveal that it wasn't, so Tybalt was the one to put the parts to install the custom hardware into Demi, and Captain was the one to liberate her. But that it wasn't actually the Captain who modified her, didn't reformat her. She asked to be reformatted. It gives this character this sense of more agency and autonomy that we see this honest, wingman lieutenant and captain interplay between them, and the fact that she has this massive hard-on for him that isn't just I want to bone you, but that I actually care. And that to me was that's actually my favorite part. I know I'm also really a big fan of every time Killy comes into the room with the captain, just dominates every fucking scene that she's in. It is so very good. I'm a big fan of that one, but probably I am the biggest fan of the scene where the captain reveals that she asked him to reformat her. It was actually her desire that he do that. That's my favorite.
Oh, brilliant answer, love. Brilliant answer. We have some more super chats, my goodness, from John Simmer with 50 sec. Maybe too personal, but does your family know your work as an NSFW voice actor, or do you keep it a secret?
So let me pause to say this. I promise you, none of your question. Well, I mean, there is such a thing as inappropriate, but it is totally okay to go out on the line with me. If it is not a question that I'm comfortable answering, I will artistically dodge. So don't be too worried about asking questions that aren't inappropriate. If they're not appropriate, I just won't answer them. I do not mind this question at all, simply because the folks who are listening to this stream, who I know personally, know very, very well. In my real life, I am out as an adult voice actor. However, I do not associate my real name with my adult performance name whatsoever, for obvious reasons of it's not safe to be a woman on the internet, doxing is an unfortunate reality, and apart from just the inappropriate come-ons and the, very, very few, but, the small percentage of, because it only takes one fuck up, one awful person to make your life a living hell. It's important to me that I thankfully live. There are many areas in which, I'm redacting my answer as I go along. There are many places where it's safer for people to be doing adult entertainment, and I'm very glad to be in one of them. It's a point of pride, but not a point of shame to say to others that they should be out. No one should feel forced to be out at all, because it isn't safe. It absolutely isn't. And that's why I keep my name and my professional pseudonym separate. But I am actually out. My family is incredibly supportive. They love what I do. They think that I'm getting to use all of these creative and artistic skills that I've cultivated my whole life through. And never forget that even when I'm doing the adult stuff, there is still acting. I am still using the skills that I have cultivated my entire life through, from my tiny first baby cross-dressing first role as the Pirate King in Pirates of Penzance at like age 6 to where I'm at now. I get to utilize a lot of the things that I've been trained in to not only make money, but to fulfill myself artistically. And that makes my family incredibly happy. However, that's not going to be the same for every woman, especially. There's a lot of reasons to a lot of unfortunate, shitty realities and scary realities. Good reasons for people to keep their real lives separate from their adult performance lives. And even as out as I am, I still don't attach for reasons of safety concerns. So the information of who I am in the real world is not attached to Bordeaux Black whatsoever. You will not find it. It doesn't even exist.
She's a secret agent woman. You'll never see her coming.
But I'm very happy to answer that question, because I think it does get into a little bit of the nuance of what it is to be an adult entertainer in the 21st century. Is we still, even those of us, me, who would love to be out, I would love to announce to the world who I really am, but I cannot for reasons of safety, and that is a tragedy. And any springboard I can use to talk about that is one that makes me happy. So there you go.
Thank you so much for the question, John.
That's a great question.
Next super chat from Maxim Decimus, badass name, with $30. Thank you so much. Happy birthday to the lovely Bordeaux Black. Hope you were able to pick up a copy of the game and that we get to see a Let's Play, especially with the other voice actresses. It would be like a video game director commentary.
Oh, man. So in Half Pint's thing, I suggested that I would eventually stream some actual live play footage, but I would love if we could collect some of the other VAs together.
Sam.
Get somebody who's really good at the game itself to actually drive, and then we can just have, make the DVD commentary track.
I submit myself as tribute.
There you go. We'll have to organize it. That's a great idea. I guarantee you we're probably going to do something like that eventually. It's just too awesome of an opportunity to not.
Coffee, there we go. Coffee question from Shadman in the chat. If it's possible without spoilers, is there a pairing or position for Pandora that you really want to see voice act that didn't make the cut?
I don't think I fully understand the question.
You know how in Subverse there's the Pandora system where you get to like customize romance scenes.
Right.
Is there like a pairing or position like Demi with the captain, Demi with another crew member that didn't make it into the game that you wish was in the game?
Oh, I don't actually know.
Oh.
So everything that I voiced, I am not certain. I know there's going to be more adult material in the future, especially as the game, more sections of the game come out. We are paid for our beautiful voices, not our brains or our memories. I remember voicing everything that I went back and saw, but unfortunately I couldn't tell you. I don't think anything that I voiced got cut. It just hasn't been shown yet. So I couldn't really answer that until I've seen the game in its completion.
Aye, fair answer. Fair answer.
So bring that question back next time we do one of these after Subverse has been out, completely out, to the final chapter and the ending. Oh, how amazing is that going to be?
Oh,
people are going to be drinking champagne on that day.
Cannot wait. Cannot wait. I just want to read this comment from chat from Cosmic Scientist. BB, you're doing an amazing thing. You all are. Here's to helping make the planet Earth a looter, more open, more accepting place.
Yes.
And to every endeavor you all do next, space cheers.
Prost! Ti salve. Oh god, what's the other one? I mean, aside from Slancha, Prost and Slancha, which are respectively Russian and Irish. What's the one I'm trying to think of? I'm trying to think of Ti salve. There we go. That's the one I was looking for. And of course, à votre santé. These are cheers in various languages. I could not concur more. Not even specifically just looter, but less puritanical. More normalized acceptance of us as adult sexual creatures. Because humans are richly full, complete, large, many experience. We're multifaceted.
Exactly.
Sex is not our only facet, but it certainly shouldn't be divorced from our experience. Unless we choose to.
Exactly.
So, thank you for that. Excellent comment.
Oh, another $5 super chat from Aaron. Thank you so much, Aaron. You should never ask a woman her age because the answer is always the same. Timeless.
Oh, that didn't get a squeal. That got a, oh, hey, baby. That is a good line. Oh, I like that one.
Write that down, everybody. Write that down.
I appreciate everybody now cheersing to me at their various digital, across the internet drinks, connecting as humans as we can in the light of this strange and weird pandemic-y time, cheersing each other over the internet. Of course, how could I forget? Skull! Important.
Okay, $5 super chat from Space Monkey. Welcome. Thank you for the super chat. What do you think of remasters that censor older games?
I mean, that question is specifically posited at me just so that I can rage at it. I am certain that was their intention. When you are making a game, there is narrative importance is a key facet for me. Now, it's always an interesting question when you talk about censorship, because censorship has to mean something very specific. When you are talking about the removal of adult content, or the removal of cursing, or the removal of drug use, or religious ideology, or even just, the gay sexins, that is always going to get a very hard disapproval from me. The integrity of a story is often made by some of these things. Whether or not that is timeless is up for debate. It's kind of tricky. So on the whole, obviously, I fucking hate it. But when you are talking about observing a piece of media within its own time frame, some things don't always age well. Take, for example, my favorite thing to cite and source, Boys Don't Cry, a fantastic and important movie that happens to show a sexual assault scene. And within the purview of the time, we still had a very, very strong lid on a social and political lid on keeping these sorts of things quiet. And what this movie served to do was show that this was commonplace and tragedy and that this was a problem. It served as a gateway to showing that we need to deal with this. But nowadays, we throw around rape scenes as though they are fucking candy to be consumed. And I have to question whether or not that is a useful thing. So censorship is always a very, 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 very tricky issue. But when it comes to straight up redacting important pieces of story, no, I'm extremely opposed. I want to see stories, or even just kind of the cool, fun. If there's no important story at all, and it's just sex they're getting rid of, fuck that. I want to see the sex. But when we talk about things that maybe don't necessarily age well, things that are taken out of their context, things that we don't need to see anymore. Say, for example, I don't need to see in Game of Thrones people being raped all the time. That's just not something I care to watch. It isn't entertainment to me. But do I want to see adult relationships? Do I want to see nuances in substance use? Do I want to see adults being able to consume adult material? Fuck yes, I do. Fuck yes, I do. So there you go. A complete and nuanced answer.
Best answer anyone could have hoped for, dear. Oh, another super chat from Marco 10R, who writes, "From the guys, thank you for everything you have done for us, BB. You have helped us make it through tough times and allowed us to see the beauty and good in the world again. From all the battalion, thank you."
All right, I'm going to tell this story. It'll be brief, but hi, Marco. This fucking guy contacted me very early, or should I say I contacted him. I specifically requested his information after I saw what he had to say. He wrote this amazing letter to Gamertron, a beautiful, beautiful soliloquy about how adult voice actors, of all things, helped get him and his battalion through some rougher moments. And I was like, give me this man's contact information. I need to thank him for what he's done and for what he said to you, Gamertron. And the friendship took it from there. So to all of Marco's battalion, let me just say, you all have an incredible, incredible man on your hands. Don't let him get away. He's a wonderful, wonderful man. And also, he's a pink dolphin! He's going to kill me for that later, but I will accept my punishment with joy. Sorry, Marco. I love you.
We all love Marco here. Thank you so much, Marco. Like, God bless you, man. Thank you so much.
Oh, that's easy, Space Monkey. What do I think about BioWare censoring Miranda? Bullshit. Bullshit. Should not do it. Pass. Wrong. Don't do it. I think it's important to express a lot of different types of physical body. I liked when Tracer's booty was made a runner booty, but do we want to get rid of the sexy booty as well? God, no. No, screw that. I want to see the booty. But I also want to see all kinds of booty. I want to see firm, tight booty. I want to see large, fat booty. I just want booty.
I hope someone clips that. Everybody better clip that.
Yes, well said, Bnuts. By the way, that's not B-nuts, that's Bnuts. Narrative and character, the core of any good story. Well said, well said.
Precisely.
Also, Marco is currently dying of being an entire blushing creature.
Oh.
Okay, so I have a few more coffee questions. Let me scroll down here.
Mm-hmm.
Where would you take Demi on our solar planet for a date? If I Bordeaux Black, we're taking Demi out for a date. Well, that's tricky because a lot of the places that I love don't exist anymore.
Oh no.
I mean, the unfortunate reality is a lot of my favorite eateries and bars and high-end speakeasies. Whether or not they're going to survive is very questionable. But of the things that remain, I think I would, in my perfect dream scenario, where the only people on the flight is her and me, I would fly her to Glasgow, to Firenze, to Los Angeles, and to New York, to just give her a slice of art, culture, food, highbrow, lowbrow. Those are some of my favorite places, some of my favorite cities in the world. So, yeah, there you go. That's where. I mean, it's tricky because all the places I would like specifically want to take her just kind of may not be open anymore. But I would do my best to show city and forest and mountain and speakeasy and dive bar and the whole gamut. So I suppose that's a very cheating answer. All right, let's see. I can't answer that question, so I think I'll just avoid reading it aloud. But thank you, Morcego Cinzento, for your surprise fan art. Grazie. I have been taunted to ask, which tentacle-headed girl would Demi like to get her hands on? Huntress or Celestina?
Oh my.
Both for very different reasons. Celestina so that I can get her fitted with a nice ball gag.
Oh!
I mean, not that I would ever want to ball gag Sarita Bell. I want to listen to that empressy pretty voice all day. But to the character Celestina, spreading her heresy, her puritanical heresy across the stars. A nice ball gag will do the trick. But for personal reasons, oh, definitely Huntress. Huntress. Gotta love me a supervillain. And that is all the questions I think I have on the coffee.
Oh, so you're saying I should give a link to everyone to coffee right now in the chat so people can donate and ask more questions and just click that link in chat that I just posted right there.
You are a professional, sir. I am making sure that I am not missing any of the coffee questions because I know my history goes back further than one day ago. Here we go. Do you know if there ever was a possibility for the Demi voice to sound, human? Nope, skipping that one. But I do appreciate the fire signs unite. Hell yeah. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Let's see. Some of these are the ones that I've been through. And I have been, I think, please shout out in the live chat itself if I did not read your coffee question, but I think I've gotten through all of the coffee questions.
I don't know how, but I see one here from Chimera 46.
Please read it.
Happy birthday. Question, what wine pairs sell with Subverse? Open invitation to talk about wine generally.
Oh, I love you, Chimera. You are such a pro. I would like to briefly advertise that man's animation capabilities. He also made me one of my favorite graphics, which is my Bordeaux Black personality on top of a wine bottle, which is just such a great photo. Thank you. I love it so much. What wine pairs best with Subverse? Well, I think I'm going to go full-on sommelier with this. It depends on what moment in the game we're talking about. For the beginning itself, definitely a nice Brut Séverin, a champagne, because bubbles for celebration. Celebration calls for bubbles. The French had it right. There is no better a celebratory liquor not liqueur, but no better a celebratory ethanol-based substance than a good proper champagne. Whenever Killy's on, a big, bold, leathery, fat red, just like Left Bank Bordeaux. That's not just my name. That is also a wine region in France. Little bit of backstory. I assume everybody at this point on the chat knows that in my previous life, I was a sommelier. In my life previous to COVID, which is to say, which is why Chimera is asking that. And that is, of course, public information. That's not something that we have to edit out. Because obviously I'm not working that job right now. But something wide and leathery and nice and broad for Killy. She deserves a rock star kind of wine. So maybe not so much a Bordeaux as much as I want to go with a Sonoma cab, not a Napa cab. Sonoma cabs have a little bit more of a woody profile, and she does inspire a lot of stiff wood. I mean, it wouldn't be me if I didn't make continuous sex jokes.
Indeed.
What about Jägermeister? Get the fuck out of our live stream. Bye. No, come on. No Jaeger. I am a woman who drinks like she takes her friends and her lovers, top shelf and above, bottom shelf and below. And I will drink some fucking paint thinner vodka, but I will not fucking touch Jaeger. And not because it's a flavor profile that I don't like. I will go for juniper and anise. Give me an interesting absinthe. Give me a delicious gin. Strictly because Jaeger is ass. So, fighting words.
Thank you for the question,
my
Monster
party
Hazer.
drink of choice. Yeah, my party drink of choice definitely has to be tequila, though.
Oh.
I mean, I was saying this to someone recently. To some particular YouTuber who may or may not be currently listening in, that my drink of choice wildly varies, depending on. I very much apply to the Anthony Bourdain school of things, which means you drink what is there and you drink what is good. So if you are in the Alsatian mountains, you will drink Eiswein or a beautiful Riesling. If you are in Ensenada, you will drink a fantastic añejo. If you're in a shitty dive bar, you will drink paint thinner vodka. You drink what is there because it's very much about the experience. There are things that you shouldn't touch and things that you definitely should, but everything is circumstantial. Even Jaeger, I will touch Jaeger if the circumstance calls for it. But admittedly, I haven't been at a college frat party in a long time, so get fucked.
Oh! Someone get an ice pack for that burn.
Oh, that's a good question from Poomfilter. What are my favorite wine regions? I am very much an even split between Old World and New World wines. I am a cognac lady, so obviously cognac and Armagnac tend to get a lot of my favor. My bank on Bordeaux, right or left, is definitely left, which is to say I prefer wines that have a heavier Cabernet Sauvignon profile. Right bank tends to be more Merlot-y type profile. I am very, 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 very big on Albariños. That would be a Spanish wine. I'm a little more Sonoma over Napa, but I'll never turn down a Russian River Pinot. Never, never, never. Beautiful flavor profile. And now to get off the wine nerddom for everyone who just didn't know what the fuck I was just talking about.
Caltarian with the $20 super chat asks, do you think Demi has a vibration mode for massages?
That's already confirmed in the game. I don't even have to worry about that one. I mean, spoilers for anyone who hasn't played the game, but if you've played the game, you know. Safe to say there's a scene where we get her to short circuit.
That's powerful. That's very powerful. Okay. Oh,
It wouldn't be a Gamertron stream with Bordeaux Black if there was not lewdness. I'm still trying to keep it within the you can post this on YouTube later limits. Am I still good?
Oh, you're
Or
good.
is
You're
this
more
just
than
never-
good. You are more than good, dear.
As long as I keep my porn samples short.
Question from Chimera. BB Wine Podcast when?
So I was actually joking about that on some other thing. I'm going to ask the fans of Gamertron and of myself and of Subverse, if you are interested in hearing a voice actress / certified sommelier's take on what wine pairs best with various porn bits, if you are curious about what, if you would just like some more functional wine knowledge, if this is a thing that you are actually interested in, I would love to hear back from you. I have considered doing it. I didn't think most folks would be that interested. I know that a lot of the nerdy folks out there are certainly estate drinkers who, you know, have the taste but not necessarily the knowledge yet. So if there is an interest in hearing more cool history and background, more interesting recommendations, and indeed, of course, porn and wine pairings. If this is a thing that you're interested in, please contact me individually. Don't just drop it in the chat. Yes, I appreciate that, but like send me a DM on Twitter or Discord or to my email if you think this is a thing that I should actually do. If I get enough of a fan response, once my Subverse booking dies down and I'm back from my birthday vacation and all of my audiobook work, you know, once I get a break, which should probably be a little bit more towards like summer or autumn. But if this is something that you're honestly interested in hearing about, please contact me. Let me know. If I get enough of a fan interest, I might do it. I may very well do it.
Please make her do it. Come on, guys. Please.
And I mean, I'll get inventive with it. I'll certainly go, what pairs best with this kind of tentacle porn versus that kind of tentacle porn? I'll get lewd with it. Why not? But one of my housemates and family's favorite games to play with me is bullshit food pairings. And I take it very seriously. They ask me ridiculous things like, what goes with pâté de champignon? What goes with Cheetos? Like, give me the most ridiculous. They'll come up with whatever they can, and I will have to give them the most honest, like sincere, honest answer. The most ridiculous one was, what is your favorite wine pairing for McDonald's barbecue sauce packets?
Oh my god.
And I actually had a fairly in-depth answer. So if that's the kind of thing that you want to hear, I am more than happy to provide. I would just like to hear back from the fans if that's something that they would be interested in.
Well, you heard her, everybody.
And of
Show
course-
interest.
I mean, please send it to me, not in the stream. I'll go back and watch this later, but it would be much better if I got contacted on any one of my contactable mediums.
You mean like all the links I just posted in chat?
There you go. And I'll do one for free since Benuts is apparently one of my favorites to answer. Mac and cheese. It depends on the type of mac and cheese. If we're talking about Kraft shitty bullshit mac and cheese, or if we're talking about like a nice melty white Gruyere mac and cheese with bacon bits, it will very much change the answer, because the very short version is wine pairings are a whole hell of a lot about the food preparation, not so much about the food themselves. So a shit mac and cheese Kraft, you want barefoot bubblies shard fucking 2019? You want some crap? Even though I would never actually recommend you actually do that. Please do not actually drink shit wine. Never ever do it. Life is too short to drink crappy wine. It's not to say that there aren't inexpensive wines that are quite delicious. There absolutely are. But please do not waste any time drinking shit wine. You could be drinking anything else. But a good proper like white cheddar mac and cheese, I generally suggest a Saint-Emilion is probably pretty good. I would also go for a big wide 2009, right around that era, like the end of the aughts, had some really, really beautiful Chardonnays in the Russian River territory. So that would be my recommendation for just like a really good mac and cheese. But like cheap, shitty craft, I want to say, okay, we're actually going to put my sommelier knowledge to test. I want to say a Spanish rosé would actually probably do well against craft cheese, mac and cheese, especially if you're the one who adds the cheese after and goes for like that kind of gritty nonsense. Something to cut through the acid and the fat of crappy craft would Spanish rosé would do well. So there you go. I am allergic to wine. It is far more likely that you are allergic to specific tannins that may not be featured in every single wine that you drink. I would suggest playing around with some whites. Usually when people have allergies to tannins, they exist more predominantly in reds. It is kind of up to you whether or not the allergy is worth the gamble. But I guarantee you, 100% of wines you will not be allergic to. There is no such thing as allergic to wine. There is allergic to the alcohol process that creates wine, which is to say the yeast and the lees that turn grape juice into alcohol. And those absolutely can have allergies, but that won't be universal to every kind of wine. So I encourage those who believe that they are allergic to experiment, but not at the cost of your life if that is the gamble that you are taking. A little bit of culture in our live stream. Now, did we have any backlogged questions?
Oh, a
Or
few.
should I just be looking through?
A few. Let me see. One from Tank Ninja. How did the idea of Subverse come into existence when the people at Foe got it in their heads?
That would be a good question for the Reddit AMA coming up on Friday, because I don't fucking know. But I am going to be participating in that AMA. I imagine there's going to be a lot of rapid fire questions. I'm going to do my best to love and support DC and all the rest of the folks that show up. That would be a good question to answer then, because unfortunately I do not have an answer.
Thank you for the question regardless, Tank Ninja, and stay tuned on Reddit for the AMA.
Yes, I will. As soon as I get details, I'm going to, seriously, once the moment I'm done here, I'm going to harass DC saying, Lady Storm came on to my birthday AMA and told the world that this is a thing that we're doing. So you have to give me details now. But I see Lore Master of Numenor saying, speaking of audiobook, Pinwheel plug. I am currently shooting Pinwheel by Snake Guy. He is a erotic sci-fi author whose works are currently available on, I think, like snakeguy.net. I'd have to look it up. But I am currently in the process of producing an audiobook for him. I do believe that once I am done, he's going to continue to have me voice his audiobooks. Little bit of interesting lore and backstory. I always thought that when I first stepped into the Not Safe for Work community, that what I would be voicing most of was audiobooks. I don't want to typecast myself, but I certainly have that sort of audiobook narration voice. I always figured that was going to be what I did. And nope. I mean, I got launched off into animation loops and video games and kind of became the mistress mommy dom that you all know now.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, of course, just me getting to flex those muscles on the internet.
Indeed.
Because the Bordeaux Black personality is very honest to who I am. It is not all of who I am, but it is not a character. It's very much a side of me. But I always thought that I would be doing more audiobook work, and I have been approached. I've now done Eric Voll's Summoner, 17 and 18. I did that with Joshua's Story, where I provide all of the various ladies' voices. He has done all of the ladies' voices to date before that point, and it's not as awful as you think. He is an incredible voice actor and does very well providing feminine voices. But I imagine he's just gotten exhausted at this point. And I've now stepped in to provide him some various different lady voices for Summoner. I also have a different contract with Bruce Centaur in the works that has not been finalized just yet. But we will see what happens with those. But meanwhile, yes, I'm absolutely working on Snake Eyes Pinwheel series. The first book is what I'm working on, which features such Marines as Stanley and such characters as Raz.
Oh God, your accents are so beautiful.
Thank you. I have a very good time with my Muscovite and my more native Irish and UK various. I tend to go for more the RP type thing, but I also have a Yorkshire. And every single person in the world's got an Orkney. It's not exactly. I mean, and I don't do it particularly well. I would leave Cockney accents to others. My accent tends to be a little bit more Oxfordian proper, a little bit more droll, a little more Dame Maggie Smith.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Links in the chat. Please hire this woman for everything. Just more BB in the world. Like, the world's a better place with more of her in it.
Thank you, love. And I should be a little bit more specific. My Irish is South Dublin and Liscannor. Because we don't all just do this. there are plenty, and there is even you get more north, you get into Irish accents that even I don't understand. Much like the more north you get in Scotland, the more we're all on top of and you don't know what the fuck anybody's saying. Glaswegian, yeah, no, don't get a lick of it. But it's always not. I always get a little bit of a stick up my ass when somebody says their accent is Irish, because it's an entire fucking country. In fact, it is unfortunately divided in two. There is the Republic of Ireland, and then there is Northern Ireland, and all of them have a plethora of accents. Maybe not quite as diverse as American accents. We have a whole shit ton of American accents, but there's still a good at least 10 Irish accents. And the one you generally tend to hear is this one is the lardy dardy blarney farney, which is very, very northern. And there are very sing-song Irish accents, to be fair. But the ones I'm most proficient in are a little bit more of the South of Dublin and the Liscannor. But when you start talking about American, then you get down into your Texas, you get down to your kind of more your Dallas and your Houston, or you move a little bit more towards even a little more further north. You get a little bit more proper. You get a little bit more Georgia, a little bit more Atlanta. And somewhere in that approximation is a Canadian's idea of what a Southerner sounds like. And that would, of course, be Ash's accent. Because Jennifer Hale, as we know, is a Canadian playing a Southern woman. And you have your Californian dialect, brah, which is just really just dropping out your A's out of everything. Chabra.
Brilliant.
And I've worked on other kinds of things, you know? I mean, I do what I can. That's a little bit more classic Brooklyn. A little bit more Queens.
God, isn't she amazing, everybody?
I do it again.
Oh, what you...
I mean, it's like when you talk about a Russian accent, there are a lot of them, but the one that I am proficient in is a little bit more of the Muscovite. Like, for example, you'll listen to Midnight Tertra's French accent, which is very, very, of course, authentic. She speaks the language. I do as well, but conversationally. And we have very different accents, and that's because mine tends to be a little bit more Parisienne, and hers tends to be, I shouldn't say because I don't want to dox her. But they're very different accents. All of French accents do not sound exactly the same. But I do have a very decent Chloe Hollings. She, of course, very famously voices Widowmaker.
Oh my God. Oh.
And yes, Freecell, that was Ash from Overwatch. That's exactly what I was doing. Jennifer Hale is Ash's voice actor, and that's a Canadian impersonating a Southern woman. Jessie McCree. Okay, what's another? Bob, do something! There you go. There's your Ash.
Oh my god, everyone loves it. Everyone loves it. Oh my goodness.
Good luck doing an Australian accent. That is the one thing that I am not proficient in. Anytime I get requests for those, I tend to defer to the infamous Ule Tiger, or should I say Ule Tiger. The only one I've known is hello, but that's about the extent of my proficiency with Australian, Kiwi, New Zealander accents. I please contract fucking Steve Ham for those.
Yeah.
And when it comes to a lady, Ole. But apart from that, I have far more proficiency with various English accents and Irish accents and American accents. But the Australian is my white whale. I am working on it. I'm doing my best, but it's definitely one of the harder ones. So yeah, I'm working it. I'm doing what I can. I'm learning, but it's trickier for me.
Oh, Lady Storm in chat says she used to main Ash.
Oh shit! I do love a good when she launching off into something random. I feel you on the maining. I dig the fuck out of her. She's a fucking mid-range sniper. How functional is and awesome is that? Typically, your snipers are very, far distance games, but the fact that she has decent mid-range game makes her very, 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 very viable. I still play Overwatch. Before anyone asks, my mains I am a retired Mercy main. Gold tier back in the day. Plat now, but I don't play Mercy as much anymore now that they've subdivided up the categories up. Now I kind of split my time between Orisa, Batiste, and Widow. Those are my mains.
Awesome. Oh man. Thank you again.
Gamertron do something.
Oh. Oh, well, I want to thank everyone again. This live stream is like friggin' phenomenal. You guys have been phenomenal, and like thank you everyone so much for coming again. Like you guys, like I couldn't ask for a better community, a better audience. Thank you again so much. Please click the link in the description if you have more birthday questions or want to give our beloved mistress a wonderful birthday present on coffee. There we go. Click.
I will say that we are probably starting to get towards wrapping up now. Not immediately, but fairly soon. All of these 10-day work days that I have done to, oh god, just keep up with my workload on top of keeping my ear to the ground for Studio Foul, for plugging everything that I can everywhere and responding to all the fans' outpouring of love, which of course means the fucking world to me, on top of my regular commissions, my regular sound engineers, and my audiobook work. The last 3 days I have worked 10-hour work days, and I am so glad to be off. But at 5 o'clock, I am going to a goddamn chiropractor because I am broken.
Oh dear.
Oh no, I'm all right. I'm fine. Trust me. I could not. I am living my dream. I could not be happier to do this. But I can pay a professional to fix me. I'm going to.
How much you need?
So socially distanced. We will be outside with masks. Everything will be taken care of. So now the point is the last time. Getting towards the last time to put in your final questions for AMA. I am sure you're holding on to some very, very dirty thoughts or normal life thoughts. I am content to share certain things. So now is the time to get them up.
Oh, we got one right away from Eduhead's Head. I'm going to call you Head if that's okay, man. Yeah, he asks.
Well, give me some head.
He asks, "What's your opinion on girls with abs?"
Fuck yes. There are many types of women that I go for. I think I have more types in gentlemen, but I have a couple of types when it comes to ladies. I like the short and spunky. Short, spunky, and color-dyed hair. She's a punk rebel. Oh god, I'm weak. I definitely also go for women who can bench me. Oh, fuck yes. I'm also a big fan of the classic hourglass. Just the femme fatale beauty. All have their place in my delight, in my personal sense of delights. But on the whole, just specifically strong women, fuck yes. Fuck yes. Strong women, soft women, short women, tall women. Ooh, tall women.
Oh my goodness! 50. I want to say that's euro. From Ghost Phil, 50 euro super chat. Would certainly love to listen to something like an audio drama with a collaboration of NSFW voice actresses and actors.
So that's an interesting note for the Studio Faux people. I think, Ghost Phil, I'm curious if you mean a audio drama of the Subverse folks just getting together and not shooting the shit, but actually being in their characters and having like an own separate voice work kind of thing. If that's what you mean, that would be awesome.
Maximus Fisher asks, what type of gentleman are you into?
You're way too... Oh, fuck that. I saw the deleted comment.
Oh, okay.
It's fine. You're way too open with your sexual thoughts. I do that very deliberately. I am very, very much on board with trying to normalize sexuality. I do not think that women need to be quiet and reserved about the things that they like. I think it's ridiculous. Shame does not hold a place for me or for folks on the whole. Allowing for imagination, trust me, you don't know even 90% of what I like.
Mm-hmm.
So, no such thing as... I read it and I wanted to address it, even though it was kind of not the kindest comment, but I definitely still needed to go after there's no such thing as too open. If men can do it, so can we.
Damn right. Damn right.
So, what was the actual question?
From Maximus Fisher, he asked, what type of gentleman are you into?
I have a lot of types. I think that one I might keep a little more played towards the chest, but I can say at least a few. I certainly enjoy the sweet, flushing, stammering nerd. I am a big sucker for the strong, tall himbo. Yes, please and thank you. The more competitive, the better. Physically competitive, not emotionally so. But there are a lot of things that I go for. Like ice cream, there's no one correct flavor. I think the best answer on the whole is if you fully commit to the type of person that you are, then you are fascinating to me. But humans have a richer experience than just reducing themselves to sheer archetypes. So it's kind of tricky to say I like this one type or I like this one type. There are certainly types that I go for, or should I say that you could measure my track record in. But realistically, humans are more diverse than that. They are more complex.
Indeed. Oh, another question from Cosmic Scientist. BB, what is one of your, let's say, top 10 favorite NSFW scenarios?
What is one of my top 10 favorite not safe for work scenarios? Just on the whole?
Yeah.
Do you have another hour?
For you, always.
Okay, let me try to distill a short list. The things that I really like to see. I am a very, very big fan of big, strong, tall, loving idiot, small, shrewd, cunning, conniving, sexy, certainly of age, not underage, certainly of age, but the small evil. I am a fan of that one. I am a very, very big fan of strong romantic interplay, and I don't mean yank on her ponytail, dumb juvenile bullshit. I mean, I am massively and wildly in love with you kind of stuff. So obviously I'm a big BioWare fan. Anders may have been a very, very conflict-driven character, but his romance is still very well written, as his Fenris's. Let's see. Other dynamics that I really go for. Consenticles. Good Lord, give me some consenticles. Give me eyes rolling into the back of her head, extremely enthusiastic, can't even handle how overpleasured she is. That one's fun. Obviously, I do enjoy me some mistressy type of material. Not just because it's fun for me to voice, but I also enjoy it. There's a lot. Oh, God. Let's see. What are my other big ones? The very strong, the very intimidating predator that's actually willing to get on their knees kind of thing. So werewolves that submit. Very into that. That's a fun one. What wine would go well with MREs? Oh, Marco. Oh, I'm so sorry. The answer is none. There is no good pairing for MREs because MREs are barely legally food.
Oh, thank you again, Marco. Bless you, man.
Oh, yes. Morcego Cinzento. Be alive with me tonight. Oh, that scene. Oh, that scene. Oh, yes, every time. Thane is probably my favorite romance in the entire Mass Effect series. As much as it spoilers for Mass Effect here, I don't imagine anybody needs a spoiler mark for Mass Effect. If you go after somebody in 2, you get problems going after someone in 3. But my 2 big ones in Mass Effect are Liara. Yes, I love me my toasters. And Thane. Definitely Thane. The more brooding drama, the better.
Oh, we $10 super chat from Caltarian. Lastly, has there ever been a "that's gonna be a no" NSFW vid line that you had them change?
In Subverse or just on the whole?
On the whole.
Yeah, in Subverse there was nothing that I would have them change. They wrote for me a fantastic script. There's nothing I would want to change. There were ad-libs that I added, but nothing that I was like, no, I won't do that. Yeah, most of them are not that entertaining. I should give a shout out to one individual. I mean, the stuff that I just generally say no to, I tend to just not respond to at all. It's generally not. Those requests usually come along with not very respectful interests. There are individuals. There's only one person in the world who's been fantastic, a wonderful approach. They read my rules, in fact, and they gave me a scenario that I just could not do. But they were still such a wonderful individual and still perfectly respectful while being, of course, their lascivious selves. And it was the very, very, very significant hard race play stuff is not something that I personally can handle. I think there are good reasons to not do it, but just for myself, it was one of those questions where this dude was of that color, and he's like, this is something that I'm really into, and I'm like, that's great, and I completely respect your kink. I could not. So there's the cool story, but the rest of the times I get approached with stuff that I just don't do are largely folks who have not read my terms in my resume, which I'm very, very explicitly, I do not do underage content, and anytime I'm asked to do stuff like that, I just ignore it.
Totally fair. Totally fair. Thank you so much for the question, Caltarian.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a cool underside to the non-safe for work voice actors. Typically, the stuff that I'm asked to do that I don't do, I would just ignore because it's already alighted in my terms. But it was that there was that one interesting moment where that's not explicitly against my terms, and yet I still cannot. It should be noted that I both am personally and advertise a very, very, very kink positive experience. So even some of the stuff that's considered more out there is still stuff that I am willing to voice because I believe that consent is king. What happens between two adults is perfectly a-okay.
Precisely.
It just must happen between two adults.
Precisely. Another €5 from Mick. Hey, Mick. Since honestly the amount of Wikipedia articles is about your skill are awful lacking, how does
really
a dedicated website for the mistress sound?
I've actually been trying to. I currently own the domain name for my website that I will eventually build. I want to do that. That is something that I need to do. But if you're going to make me a wiki article, I'm gonna be so fucking flattered. Yes, please make me a website. That would be amazing. It's interesting. I think a lot of folks who are more familiar with our adult work, our intimate, our porny, mony, which we're very happy to do, don't get how a lot of that has a lot of overlap to the regular safe for work voice acting. We are using the same equipment, a lot of the same skills, and even some similar techniques. There is more impersonation that goes on in Not Safe for Work because obviously we're generally more bringing pre-existing characters to life, whereas in the Hollywood world, impersonation actors are not as strongly loved. So there's definitely some differences, but there's a lot of overlap between the two. So, but it doesn't change the fact that Not Safe for Work voice actors are still actors, running the full gamut from the very beginner new to the very experienced professional and capable of showing a profound depth of emotion. Just like regular actors, you've got the community theater, you've got the grade school level, you got the community theater level, you got the professional level, and you've got the Hollywood level. And it runs that full gamut in a very similarly strange way. So it would be really, really amazing if there was a Not Safe for Work IMDb. Like, that would be amazing. I would love that.
So, you have a mission, everybody. Get on it.
Yeah, I hear Baron's critique of that one. Potential for DDoSing, though. That one does carry that issue.
Oh, yes, of course.
So, yeah, let me say it this way. I would love to live in a world where it would be safe to create that sort of thing. Meanwhile, being that it is not, you have a Twitter for all of the hellscape that fucking Twitter is. There are a lot of us who have made a presence on Twitter, and that's a good way of getting a hold of us and kind of at least getting a sample of some of the things that are out there. There's also, if I may, plug my agency, Juicy Bee Casting, as run by Silky Milk and Pixie Willow, more recently Ule Tiger. They are also very great at subcontracting out. They're the only adult agency that I know of at this moment. I think there are more out there, but they're the only ones that I know that are handling clients in the traditional agency format, specifically for adult work. So there's a plug for them. But there's also, I definitely, there are upsides to the Wild West of Not Safe for Work voice actors just showing up all over Not Safe for Work because you're constantly running into new and varying talent. There are different kinds of voices at different skill levels. And, when you're a tiny indie developer, you can't quite afford the big names yet. You want to go for those new up and comers versus when you are a big, huge animation studio, you want to subcontract out the main games. I can also say I am a Nils casting director, so I also do some agency work myself. So there are things to turn to before the world catches up to the fact that Not Safe for Work voice acting is still real voice acting.
Absolutely. Abso-goddamn-lutely. If you need any more proof of that, remember to watch BB's interview and all the other interviews I've done with so many wonderful VAs. Not Safe for Work voice acting takes just as much hard work, just as much talent, just as much soul to create
And
the
investment.
content. Oh, of course.
I mean, for them personally, just as much acting and soul and work, but also a lot of us have our own professional booths at home, which means those are financial investments into tech. So we're still providing you with top quality product.
Precisely. Which is why you should commission her for more top quality products. Link to her Twitter in the chat.
Oh, this is a question that we're going to answer. Thank you for spamming it, twit a deedle do. What cybernetic from Demi or otherwise would you now be interested in having for yourself? Organs, vocal data, data connection, orifice, or other augmentations? That is, I am very grateful that you continue to ask that question. It's totally fine to continue to put it forward because the chat goes by very quickly. I would absolutely want a pussy transplant.
Oh,
because then I could. Because I mean, Demi has beautiful synthetic bits. I could swap that in whenever I needed it to, which is to say during a convenient time of the month, or when I needed something less sensitive.
Thank you so much for the question.
She's just like, oh God, I'm turning into a blushing pig.
That's been the whole stream, dear. Twiddle.
No, I have a better answer. I have a much better answer.
Oh boy.
I would love to have digital vibration. I would love to be able to make my fingers vibrate. That would be awesome. That would be a very, very handy toy.
You can say that again. Oh, thank you so much for the question, Twiddle-Diddle-Doo. And thank you so much for your support. For those of you who don't know, it's thanks to Twiddle-Diddle-Doo that I've been able to do recent game giveaway streams and give away a bunch of free game codes because he so generously donated that to me. So thank you once again, Twiddle-Diddle-Doo, for all your support.
Fantastic. Cheers. I'm glad I read their question then. Kisses for Twitter-Doodle-Doo. What is there? What is there?
No, you got it. Twitter-Doodle-Doo.
God. I see Lady Storm signing off. I wanted to say happy birthday. Thank you. And thank you for everyone, you too, for showing so much love to it. Oh. And yes, we are absolutely going to play Overwatch sometime. I will give you my, not my Steam handle, the other one, Battle.net. There we go. Thank you for showing up, Lady Storm. I had no idea you would. I hope I did you proud. Mwah. And I think that is probably a good place to wrap it, unless we had any other. Let me briefly check the coffee, not Ko-Fi. Oh, there is a one, at least one more. Oh, here we go. Which wine is acceptable, red or white or both? The answer is absolutely both. It's circumstantial, depends entirely on what you are eating, or should I say what you are consuming? who you are kissing, or what you are dining upon. There are plenty of right answers across the board. That would be like saying what's better. In their own right, there are times for one or the other, but one is not superior to the other. People have their preferences. I am more of a red lady than I go for white, simply because I tend to like richer, darker, more wide things. But I also like a lot of fish and poultry, so that means I generally tend to consume the whites that are more appropriate to that. So there's a random sommelier question. There's no such. It's not even subjective. Anybody who tells you that reds or whites are objectively better than each other is factually incorrect. There are shitty whites and shitty reds and amazing whites and amazing reds. It's more about what you are eating that makes it the right choice.
Oh, $20 super chat from James. Happy birthday. Happy to be an Aries with such a lovely lady.
Hell yeah. Fire signs unite. Oh, it's James. Oh, mwah.
So, I have another birthday present for you, BB.
Oh, shit. Are we signing off with a birthday gift?
Not just yet, but this is one I've been holding on to. Didn't want to get it. We were in such a got a good thing going on with the questions. So here's something from McNorsk. Just sent it to you.
Oh, yay! He did my request.
So let me know when you hit play, and I will play as well.
Give me 1, 2, 3, go.
Well, it would appear I've been summoned. No, it would be my absolute pleasure to wish you, Bordeaux, a very happy birthday. Gratulera, and I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, because you absolutely deserve it. And because my kneecaps remind me it's in my best interest to do what Ryan says, but mostly because you deserve it, you beautiful soul. Sincerely, thank you for all that you do. You're an absolute gem to everyone here. And, well, I've run out of words. That's the first. Enjoy the rest of the stream, guys. Take care. Oh, and P.S. Fuck you, it's Ko-Fi. I don't care if I'm making a whole GIF internet argument out of this. I don't give a shit. It's Ko-Fi. Simple as that.
Thank you, McAdam. You are priceless. You and I'm going to make him listen to this part of the recording later. You and I can go toe to toe over whether or not it's coffee or Ko-Fi. We can. We'll hold rival Twitter polls. It'll be great.
Ooh, exciting.
There was one last thing that I saw in the chat that I wanted to. Oh, hi, Ron. Free from Taekwondo. Welcome. How many languages do I know? And happy birthday. Thank you, Tutti Frutti. So the only languages that I am fluent in are English and Italian. My German and my French are... My German is certainly only conversational. My Japanese is conversational, better understood than spoken, which is the standard fare. My French, I advertise as only conversational, but it's probably actually better than conversational. I just would never advertise that it was better conversational to a French person. And I'm sure the French know why. The short version is I wouldn't want to present a product that was not fully polished because it's not fluent. I am certainly not fluent in French, but it is probably not too bad.
Not bad at all.
Oh, I mean, that's just accent.
Still, though.
That largely comes from my operatic training and that background in which you are expected to very much learn one of the 3 major operatic languages, or 4 if you include English, and that would be, of course, Italian, French, and German, and I went down the Italian route, but it still does mean that I studied a whole lot of Western European IPA. That would be the International Phonetic Alphabet, not the beer kind. So my accents tend to be fairly strong. I mean, that was one of the areas I got into accent training, was through singing in all of these languages, singing in Russian, French, German, Italian, English. And so the accent is probably better than the actual language skill is. But in terms of actually spoken language, Italian and English are the only ones fluent. French is conversational plus. German and Japanese are conversational. There you go. Polyglot powers. And was there any other super chats that we should absolutely get to, because we should never leave those?
Of course. I think we've got them all.
Thank you, Oliver. One more boop of appreciation. I very much appreciate it. But I gave the one last question. Joe the Lizard. What was Joe the Lizard's question?
Joe, where'd you send the question? Was it on Ko-Fi? Coffee?
Ko-Fi coffee? Italiano, sì. Beso. Marco, from the guys, not me. We have a wine. Oh, no. Okay, here's how we fucking close out the stream. We have a wine that goes with MREs. Grape juice and cachaça. No! No! Marco! No! You need... Now, I am expecting you to carry that opinion back to them and tell them that they are horrible, disgusting, deplorable heathens.
Oh.
Cachaça is a fantastic liquor. It's very relevant to where they are ish. I don't want to call them out. I think most folks know. I think I've already mentioned where he is local to. But cachaça is delicious. Drink it not with grape juice. With grape juice, what are you doing? How dare you? Gross. No, wrong. I think the correct answer to what booze goes with MREs is so much cachaça that you can't taste the MRE. I think that is the correct answer.
Oh man. Oh, and BB, darling, there are several more questions on coffee.
Oh, okay. Well, then let's get through those then.
Okay. One from Joe the Lizard. What's the best wine to go with Pop-Tarts?
Oh God, I think I'm going to save that kind of thing for this wine podcast that I do, or not podcast. This wine. I mean, part of my reason for asking the fans whether or not they actually like the idea of doing something like this is to learn what medium they think it would be best on. I currently have a YouTube. I have a Patreon. So definitely when you give me your answers, tell me which medium you think would be best for something like this. But to actually answer the question, it would depend on the flavor of Pop-Tart. And I would honestly, it would be better if I could taste it myself. I haven't had a Pop-Tart in maybe 20 years.
Damn.
So I don't know. I need to eat a Pop-Tart. That'll be my homework. I'll go out and get a goddamn Pop-Tart.
Oh, we have another question here. On coffee. I don't want to miss. What's your dream character to voice in any media?
What's my what?
Your dream character to voice in any media.
I mean, when you talk about dream characters, you're talking about things that have already been voiced by incredible voice actors, and I wouldn't ever want to trample on somebody else's take unless I was doing something very, very different with the character. But if I had to answer what my favorite voice impersonation to do of an already existing character for, say, not safe for work reasons, I'm not bad. I'm just drawn that way. It's because it's classic. It's super classic. But yeah, probably either her. I mean, I already got off my bucket list with got off. I already got the Major off of my bucket list. Other voice impersonations that I have not done that I have yet to do. Oh, I need to do an Ivy Valentine, of course, from Soul Calibur. I need to do her at some point. That would be a lot of fun for me. And Moxie, I have not yet been paid to do a Moxie. I would love to do her. So there's another one that I would really, really, really very much love to do.
Here's her Twitter, everybody. Commission her. Come on. Let's get Bordeaux in a Moxie content, whatever that may materialize as. Come on now.
I have not actually seen much Moxie porn, and I'm so saddened because she's such a fun sex pot kind of completely unrepentant, shameless character, and that I can relate to that. I can relate to that a lot.
Oh man.
Okay, I see the Brazilians are now connecting with each other. I think now okay, good. All right, my loves. Poison Ivy. Yes, more Poison Ivy. I can certainly recommend a whole plethora of fantastic, very excellent, way better than me Harley Quinns, to which I can do a very iconic TAS Poison Ivy. So yes, please more Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn. OTP. Thoth. Oh my God, there is a Dynasty Warriors movie going. Thanks, Thoth. That is someone I know in my RL, and he knows how much I fucking love Dynasty Warriors.
Oh my
mostly
God.
3 and 5.
3 and 5 and Orochimuso 2. I played that all through college. I still fucking love it unrepentantly. And apparently there's a movie coming. Oh god, that's either going to be the best that's either going to be the best fucking ridiculous wushu film ever, or it's going to be fucking stupid. I love classic wushu. I am super about classic wushu. Which is to say Hong Kong style martial arts films. I'm very, very much about that. But it has to be good and not hokey. But we were trying to wrap the thing. Oh no, I missed someone's question from Javier Serrano. I don't want to miss that one. That will be our final question. Hold on. That will be the final question. What is their question? Javier, please retype your question, and that will be our very, very last one.
Let me double check. See if I can find him in your coffee.
My coffee, my Ko-Fi. We want to make sure their questions get in.
Here we go. This will be a funny question, but how was recording the adult scenes? Did you guys, the VAs, find yourself having to find some release because of the intense scenes you were in?
That one changes voice actor to voice actor. It is very important to note that what we do is primarily acting. We are actors. We are paid to be acting. That does not mean that we are not very lascivious individuals. Whether or not someone is relieving stress is very independent. That's very VA to VA. I will say though, on the by large, for the most part, we are actors. We are paid to do acting jobs. Doesn't mean we don't enjoy things sometimes. And that's your answer. Now, someone else said there are a few more answered coffee questions. I'm refreshing it right now. I'm looking at it. If you ever head to Hawaii, you get a free tour guide. Thank you. Best wine to go with Pop-Tarts. These are all things that I have seen. So I don't. Oh, the Norwegian accent. Not at this point in which I've been performing all day. That is certainly one of the ones that I have to work towards getting a little bit more perfect. There are times when I can do it not so badly, but it's just at that point it's just very much a Swedish archetype. So that one takes a little bit more acting warm up to get into. So I will give you a sample for that one, Kjetfield, because I can see that is probably a Norwegian individual themselves. A sample at a later time. But I'm a dream character voice in any media, introductory wine. Oh, what's the best introductory wine? I've only ever drunken sake and Japanese whiskey, and I like them both. So it's going to be very individual. If you are a kind of more sweeter, sort of maybe the Junmai sake, that kind of direction. If you're going for Japanese whiskeys, I assume you generally tend to be in the sweeter direction. Nice and accessible, I would suggest. Honestly, a good Riesling is good for folks who like something that is sweet and easy to pick apart. That will be my recommendation to your taste in particular, but that's not going to be my recommendation to anybody. It's very much about what you like to eat, what you eat regularly, what your favorite dishes are, what you already understand your palate to be. So unfortunately, that answer is only for coffee supporter anonymous. Considering your feelings towards Jägermeister, Albin, I swear. Have you tried, and if so, what do you think of Koresnikov's Valhalla? I haven't tried it yet. I'm very excited to try it. I am aware of it. I am familiar. I have not tried it yet. I shall. Is there character development for the characters in Subverse? Will I care about the characters just beyond sex? Oh, God. Oh, that's an easy question to answer. Yes. Emphatically, yes. A whole bunch of the characters, almost all of them, get a whole lot more development, a lot more backstory. There is so much more to look forward to in Subverse. There will be way more details. So yes, emphatically yes. Will we hopefully be able to see more scenes with the girls and the rest of the crew, right? I don't know. I think so, but this is not my official Demi answer whatsoever. This is Bordeaux Black things going. I think that seems very likely. There will be more game and thusly more porn. I think that is probably very true, but I am not 100% sure. Please do not quote me. And then we get to Chimera's question. We did that. What wine pairs best with Subverse? An open invitation to talk about wine greatly. Yeah, no, champagne, absolutely. Or honestly, Bourg Savarin, a nice northern region bubble. Anything that's a good celebratory wine. And I think now the rest of these I see questions that I have already seen.
Yeah, we're all caught up, dear, and nothing new on the YouTube or super chat side of things. We're all good.
Fantastic. All right, my loves. To thank all of the amazing developers from Studio Foul, from Lady Storm to the VAs, that would be Pixie Willow and McNorse and Ivan Erection, and Ms. Peachy showed up, and script writers, singing Samine's script writer also showed up. That would be McSmooth. Good lord, a whole bunch of amazing VAs showed up.
Oh, Midnight and Baku were here?
Oh, Baku came. I actually didn't see any comments from Miss Datura.
Oh, she did.
Yes,
I missed what she said. Oh, okay. She basically said happy birthday to you and much love in French.
Oh, yay. And to the folks who originally peeked out my coffee/Ko-Fi goal, Prune Pilfer, who else?
Synth Aeon.
Yeah, Synth. Oh, Synth. All the folks who did that originally dropped my jaw before I even got here. I'm already having an incredible birthday because of all of you, and it is only going to get better. I'm going to go get a chiropractic adjustment. It's going to be amazing. I'm going to finish all of the auditions for Nils Gorgon. And then tomorrow, I drive out to beautiful middle of nowhere, gigantic mountain. I will take some very non-location specific beautiful photos. I'm sure I will post them on my coffee/Ko-Fi and Patreon as I continue my adventures. Nothing location identifying, or at least if I do, when I've already left it, because anybody familiar with me at this point knows that I travel around the nation and the world. So any photos that I post are not effective ways of finding me, because I might be there and gone the next minute.
As we've stated in BB's interview, she's the IRL Carmen Sandiego.
That is the other character that I need to do more voice work for. Please contract me to do Carmen Sandiego. I would do that first one for free. Holy fuck. So yes, Carmen Sandiego, Moxie, and Ivy Valentine are probably my biggest desires at this point. Thank you for all of your birthday wishes. This has honestly made it the best possible COVID birthday. It could be way better than last year. You guys rock. Love you to itty bitty pieces.
Now, before we go, I want to see hearts in the chat. I want to see birthday cakes in the chat. I want to see nothing but wonderful little emojis in the chat. Come on, I want the chat to be nothing but emojis. Come on now. And just before...
no, please go ahead.
No, please.
Let's just say, while they are working on that, I will say all of my farewells through my favorite character to voice. After all, she has been my very favorite project. I cannot thank Studio Foe, DC, Kristoff, Lady Storm, Pixie Willow, Gina Galore, Alexia, Silky Milk, Singing Samine, who my real-life counterpart wants to refer to as Singing Salmon, to Arrow Buddy, to Iris, to Sue, and Joshua Story, and all of the Studio Faux Discord mods, of which there are too many in my AI logs to list. All of the fans of Bordeaux Black and of Subverse, Demi, and all of the ladies, and the captain. You are all my very favorite fans. You light up my life and make all of my dreams come true. Thank you. Kisses and hugs and safe for work hugs and not safe for work kisses. Demi.
Oh man, I'm so proud of y'all in chat. That's what I wanted to see. And thank you so much,
There's
BB.
the ducks. There's the claps.
Yeah. that was really good. Oh man, thank you again everyone so much for coming. This is the most successful live stream I've ever hosted. The numbers here are insane. You guys have broken like all the records here, seriously, in terms of like money donated, concurrent viewers, likes, just audience retention and watch time. You guys have broken all the numbers, and I know why. You're here for our mistress, our wonderful, wonderful mistress, on her very, very happy birthday.
It's cry number 3. Oh God. I promise you it's happy sobbing. It's very, very happy sobbing, but here it is.
I know, dear. I know. Yeah, I hope.
And of course, thank you to GT. Thank you to Gamertron, who gave me my interview start. Oh God. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
It was a
You guys are my
pleasure.
favorite.
It was a pleasure and an honor, love. Honestly, you are one of the best things that has ever happened in my life. I can't see life without you.
Me and Pixie Willow, right?
You and Pixie, of course. Every day.
Sorry. Everybody's ducking now, so.
Every day is exciting and full of. I don't know. Every day is exciting because you're in it, and I get to speak with you, hang out with you, and you're what I can't put the words together. I'm too flustered. I'm sorry. You're so important to me, and thank you so much, BB. And I will always be here for you to help in any way I can. Thank you for being you.
And thank you to everybody who showed up for the stream, whether you are an old Gamertron fan, or a fan of mine, or a fan of Subverse, or you're just showing up for the first time. You rock. Here are my tits, but you cannot see them. Have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday. I will see you all when I am back on the 8th.
Until then, bye everybody.
Hold on. I've recently reposted all of my links on the very top of my Twitter that contains my Newgrounds, my YouTube, my Patreon, my Ko-fi, what the fuck ever. All of my sound engineering work, my SoundCloud that contains all of my reels and some various samples. The top of my Twitter is the best place, and all of the ways of getting a hold of me for all of your fan answers. Please keep the fan letters. Please keep all of your critiques and your love going. I want to hear it. I want to see it. Send it to me. Do not feel like you are bothering me. I love it. I love it. I love it.
And with all that being said, we've been streaming for over 3.5 hours. Damn.
Time for you to go.
Thank you so much, everybody. You all have a wonderful day. Thank you so much. You guys are the real MVPs. Okay.
MVPs, all of the Subverse and Demi and Bordeaux Black fan and Gamertron fans. MVP.
Bye, everybody. Okay,